All right, let me know if it's broadcasting. It should be broadcasting on your Facebook. I've got it on your personal and your Fridays with Kris. So.
Life comes with trials and tribulations. Trials and tribulations come with pain.
Yeah, I've got the other one he gave me here. We'll put that in the middle of the show or something. Audio. I don't have any video yet.
Learned my lesson.
We just recorded it last night. So.
The shit you stressing about always turned out a blessing. I learned to put my trust in God and not ask questions. Sometimes you go through things just to learn your lesson. I can't you go to war and you already. Gotta build up your strength before you start flexing. Trust nobody, they'll change up in a second. They say they love you, they don't love you. Learn my lesson. I pray for blessings. My life was hectic. Blowing blunts to escape from all the stress. Granny taught me smile even when life get depressing. Trying to keep my head above water like I'm taking swimming lessons. Keep progressing. Got the world on my back, but I keep stepping. In and out of court, they tried to label me a felon. Paranoid in the street, cause it murder when they judge.
Like I said, you're just gonna have to get him to call. Skype's not working. As usual. That'll be something if I ever get a chance to come in here early enough. I have a feeling they probably just need to update their Skype like application. But well, yeah, I turned it off now because we're on air. I don't want to call in the middle of the song, but earlier it wasn't getting anything.
This shit you stressing about always turn out a blessing. I learned to put my trust in God and not ask questions. Sometimes you go through things just to learn your lesson. I can't you go to war and you already. Gotta build up your strength before you start flexing. Trust nobody, they'll change up in a second. They say they love you, they don't love you. Learn my lesson.
Is everybody okay temperature-wise? Need a cooler or anything? I know the humidity sucks right now, that's why I ask.
It's not Houston.
That's a short song. All right. You bring a Coilback song in before we start?
Yeah.
All right. This is one we recorded last night. This is a more radio-friendly one. Yeah, this is our band. We normally do like harder metal, but we decided to do one more family-friendly.
When I fell into the storm, some other time and place where you left me all alone.
Yeah, the mics are muted.
And all these empty words are ring out inside my head. Seems to me you found somewhere to be instead.
Till you needed me.
my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, drive, drive. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, drive, drive. This is Trent.
This is Josh.
This is Travis.
This is James.
And this is Casey.
And we're the Wild Frontiers, and you're watching Fridays with Kris.
All right, here we are.
Here we are. It's another wet, soggy Friday.
Bad or good, we're here.
And yes, I guess parking was in a very bad mood. Apparently, I think AT&T wants you to connect to their Wi-Fi network, and it kind of like disturbs connecting on to anything when you're paying for parking. But we're here. Friday.
With Kris.
Do you realize the last time?
I was just gonna say that.
Do you realize the last time I was here it was raining too?
I know, I wore a
So it's your
bonnet.
fault. That's
It is.
basically what
I
it
am
is.
the bringer
Okay,
of
okay.
rain.
You
I'm very
bad
proud
luck.
of that.
Yep. I actually had him. So this girl, Lachey, gave me a weave. And I wore a bonnet because I didn't want my curls to fall out. And they were so pretty. And that stuff like frizzed out. I was like, but we are doing this all natural now, and we're letting the hair grow. And I'm like,
That's a
it should
better
grow
way to do
longer.
it, honestly. I mean, it really is.
For
Yeah,
real.
that braiding thing.
Somebody's. Do you get your phone against the mic stand or something? Because it's vibrating the crap out of it.
I know. Everybody wants to text me.
Everything's.
Oh, I know. That's all you hear. It's my personal vibrator. What can I say?
Yeah, get that out from under the table, okay?
So on
Text
the-
me again.
Yeah. Don't stop texting.
I will sit on my phone. I'm going to go ahead and introduce everybody on this wet, soggy Friday, but we're going to make it all happening up in here. And
All I hear is burn.
with
I
my
think Kris
vibrating
just has
noise.
gas. That's all it is.
No, I don't have gas. We're going to start over to my left and mosey on around. We're going to start with you. Go for it.
I'm Swalo, 1/4 of GT.
You're what? Swaylo?
Swalo, yes ma'am.
Is that like some kind of swag?
Kinda, yeah.
He's swaying low. That's all you need to know.
Nay.
Pretty much.
That's really where you got the name.
Where'd you get the name?
Pretty much
What he
like
just said.
what you
That's
entail.
how he made it up.
Okay.
I'm JHarris.
Just JHarris.
That's all you need to know, JHarris.
For real.
There's Madonna, there's Cher, JHarris. You don't need anything else.
I got you.
No further info.
All right, good morning, Dallas. It's Joey. Or it's not morning anymore, is it? It's afternoon, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, 114.
It's Joey from Houston.
Joey from Houston, personal friend of mine. She wanted to drop in and check us out. And we have a return guest. We have
I'm Kurtz son.
Say that again.
Say it slower.
You have to say daddy.
Daddy, what's your name?
No, that would get a beating.
Submissively or dominantly?
Yes.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Keep it interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
So are we ready to, well, I was going to say rock and roll. How are we ready to is it R&B?
It's rap and R&B.
Rapping. I can't even roll it.
I was about to say, is that
sound
your
like some
rapper
mumble
edition?
Lil Uzi.
Somebody's white.
What?
Nothing.
You supposed to say no racial.
Okay, so you two, tell me about you guys. I mean, I've never done R&B before, so this is kind of a little stuck. I mean, I can go right into rock and roll and metal, and yeah, we're doing R&B today. So, I mean, is it a band? I mean, would you call it a band? Would you call it a partnership?
A collective.
No, it's not a-
A collective.
Because like we all do different things, like not just the rapping, but like filming, clothing, photography, all sorts of stuff like that. So
Oh, kick ass. Do y'all do your own beats and stuff too?
yep.
Yeah. But
Makes
as far
sense.
as like
Nice.
being a band or a group, we're not a band or a group. It's more of a label. We call it Grind Team ENT. Grind stands for Giving Real Independent Nonstop Devotion.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Cool.
Better acronyms than the military can come up with. So,
You know?
So
Luke,
are you
go
guys
ahead.
based out of here in Dallas?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you guys go out of Dallas?
Yes, ma'am. We're from Louisiana originally. But I moved here when I was like 12, and he moved here like when he was like younger. But yeah,
But shit, I've been back and forth from Louisiana and Dallas all my life, so both of them home to me.
So, what brought you like here to Dallas specifically? Are you actually from Dallas, or?
Nah, I'm from Monroe, Louisiana.
Okay,
but
so-
I've been here in Dallas since like 4 years old.
yeah.
But every other summer I end up going back to Louisiana. Then I come back here. I just can't choose.
You know,
Well, you don't have to though. That's the whole thing.
I'm
You
fixing to
don't
go to
have
Louisiana actually because my girlfriend's there and she's nice and ripe and pregnant, and I'm going to go see her and play with her belly.
Right.
What part of Louisiana you going to?
Thank you for pointing that out. I was a little.
If Tracy, if you're
confused.
watching, just comment below. I have no idea where I'm going. I forgot the name of this. I just call it the smelly state because every time I travel through Louisiana, it
As soon as you
smells
hit the border,
I'm sure
you
that
know
your
you're in
Louisiana
Like-
fans will appreciate that.
like something
know it's
smells
true,
like
though.
sewage.
It's true.
But I guess they have some good food out there, maybe.
Delicious.
I got some excellent food out
Hell
there.
yes.
Have you
You
not
have-
really been? Or you been?
Well, yeah, I've been to New Orleans, but I mean that's totally different, you know, because
You
they
want to tell her
make
how
the
to
food
how to
too.
actually pronounce that right?
Nolans.
Since you're
New
from
Orleans.
Louisiana. Since you're from Louisiana.
New
Orleans,
Orleans.
yeah.
It ain't New Orleans. People just be over exaggerating. In New Orleans, however you say it, like different parts of Louisiana got different accents. Like down there in New Orleans, they accent real heavy. But where
Yeah.
we from up north, our accent ain't really that heavy.
Yeah.
You just look
What
at him
part
and
of
shake your
Louisiana?
heads in.
What part of Louisiana?
He from Minden. I'm from West Monroe.
They're like not far apart though. They're like really close.
Like an hour apart.
Like
How-
I have
how far is
family
it
in
from here?
Monroe. That's how close they are.
4 hours from here.
So it's not too it's about the same distance as Shreveport or something.
Nah,
like that.
Shreveport like 2 hours away from us.
No, I'm just saying like from
It's like
from
30
here it
minutes
is.
from me.
Yeah.
Shreveport 30 minutes
So
from me.
about an hour. Yeah, about an
Yeah.
hour from Monroe.
Okay, yeah, it's not too bad.
But yeah, it's the same area code.
Yeah.
So like,
I'm just trying to give the Texas people some perspective.
Yeah, it's like
your
really
travel
close.
distance
Like
there.
you spend most of your time traveling through Texas, and then like the last 30 minutes is like then a part of Louisiana where we live.
That's most of the country. You spend most of your time traveling through Texas.
Yeah,
So, how did you guys hook up?
So when I moved here, my dad was already here when I moved. I was living with my grandmother at first, but I moved to my dad's house, and we all lived in the same apartment complex. Like most of us that met in like our grind team, we met in the same apartment complex.
Okay, so are you originally from Dallas, or are you also from Louisiana?
I moved from Louisiana when I was 12.
Oh, so you both
Yeah,
are from Louisiana,
Yeah,
but you
that
guys
was
didn't
fun.
know it.
yeah. At first,
see,
That's so cool.
you tell you messing the story up. My homeboy. No.
That's
Come
all
on,
lies.
JHarris.
No shade to him. But my homeboy Ashton, we call him AWOL, he introduced us because
Yeah.
he knew I made music. I've been real passionate about music since a young boy, so he knew we made music. So he was like, I know this guy at my school who made beats. So I was like, well, let me hear it. I'm
Okay,
looking for some
wait.
beats.
So back it up. So this is a different slang for me. So tell me what made some beats. I'm thinking of Beats headphones.
Nah, producing.
Nah, he cooked up some vegetables. Because that's
Those
what
aren't
they do.
beats.
But nah, he was a producer, so my homeboy ended up linking us up together, and from there, I swear it's been history. This like my best friend now.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so you guys were in the same apartment complex. Go ahead and go on with the story about like how you guys met and then how you guys decided that you were going to make some beats together.
Well, I wasn't making beats at first. He taught me how to make beats.
Oh. So
But-
what did you do? Ride your bike?
No, I was rapping.
She's so bad. She is so bad right now. She is so bad.
She said, "Roger bike."
Well, you guys met. What were you guys
When
like?
I met him, I
for?
went riding
You
bikes.
really are not good at this R&B. Let me translate this to her for rock for a second. Okay, beats would be like the backing band, except you actually make it with like either instruments or drum machines or
click
electronically or
Back
whatever.
tracks.
So
Like
everything
back
you
track.
hear in the backing tracks, that's the beats.
Like
and
a click
then,
track.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
gotta feel her in. She ain't
Yeah.
up to date.
I'm
I mean,
trying to
at least
help
she's
her out
honest,
here.
Though she's honest about
I
it.
feel that.
We get it.
Lou,
So,
Lou,
yeah.
can you? I don't know. Your mic is kind of crackly.
Crackly.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It might be your headphones are real turned up because it's clean on mine, so I don't know. So
Okay.
That's better.
So
yeah, I'm just talking more sexy now. That's all.
That's okay. Just say it
using
slow.
your
You like it like
bedroom
that?
voice.
All right.
Just a little bit.
I'll just keep talking
So
like that now.
I want to know. I'm going to interrupt your crackly discussion and sexual talk.
All right, you just go
Get down to
ahead.
business. So where
That's
you guys?
fine.
What do you guys
Yeah,
like to
just
go
keep
for
talking
now?
like
You guys
that.
are all producing together.
Yeah.
So what's next? What's next for you? What's y'all next plan?
Said, I'm dropping my EP next week.
Awesome.
He's still like getting his stuff together. We all about perfecting the craft. So when you drop yours,
I'm dropping mine October 4th.
October 4th. So
So do you guys work together though? Is it like
Yes,
a team?
ma'am.
he a lie.
I swear, every time we get together, we spend so much time talking and catching up. We barely work on music.
But when we get stuff done, it matters though.
Yeah, I mean, when we get stuff done, it's hit material though.
That's good.
Everything matters. They even say Black lives matter, white lives matter, everybody's lives matter. Everything matters.
All right, I'm gonna hand you all a CD. I brought these. These are support local music. It's SLM through Houston. Don Tino heads up like all the hip hop and R&B stuff coming out of Houston. He's a producer down there and also works as an agent, help promoting things like that. Check it out.
Okay,
See what you guys think.
definitely.
All right.
I'm gonna touch back on that Black Lives Matter thing. She just brought up.
Tattoos
she
matter
put it
too.
in there. But no, one thing I did want to make clear, cause I did want to kind of touch on that subject today. Cool. I always like to talk about real things and things that uplift people. Like
Exactly.
Black Lives Matter. People got to stop saying Black Lives Matter and killing black people. So
No. I said that because he said something matters, and it just kind of reminded me. Tattoos matter, Black Lives matter.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I got you. It ain't on that. I'm just saying. I just wanted to put that out there.
Just
to the
taking a
people
roll with it.
I got watching.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you were talking about uplifting stuff.
Yeah.
All right, give me
Pretty
something.
much.
Give me something uplifting.
That was uplifting right there. If Black Lives Matter, stop killing
He
black.
was saying like
all the
earlier
black
this
on
morning
black
he was
crime.
uplifting. That's what he was saying. He works out.
Oh, uplifting some
Yeah,
weights.
yeah.
Is that what you were implying, Lou?
Yeah, he's just uplifting. He's just trying to get his workout on.
All right, I want to go back onto the story, so we'll focus. So you guys lived in an apartment complex. Were you guys teenagers?
We were like, yeah. So I moved when I was like 12, turning 13. So yeah, we were both like pretty young. We were both like 12 and 13.
Okay. All right, so barely hitting puberty. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, we're still little pups.
No. I grew up.
He
at a-
disagrees with
I'm
everything
just
with
saying,
his
I
beard.
wasn't no little pup. Like everybody know
Sorry.
me. They always say you like an old soul in a young body. You know what I'm saying? I grew up fast. I
So
just
you
put
were
it like
30,
that.
You were like 30 and a 12-year-old.
No, 60 and a 12-year-old body.
16 or 60?
60.
60?
Yeah, 60
Oh,
and a 13-year-old
shoot.
body.
All right. So then you guys were chit-chatting one day and decided to help me out here.
No, I
Tell me
already
the
told
story.
you. My partner, Ashton, he put us together. He was like, y'all need to get together. He made beats, you rap. Perfect duo. We made it happen. I invited him over to the crib. My mom was like, he cool. That's somebody I'd like you to hang around. And we just been making
So you started
music.
rapping, okay.
Yeah.
So then where has it gone from here? Have you guys played anywhere? Have you guys
Yeah.
been in clubs? I mean, come on.
We
Yeah,
played
we
at the
performed.
Door, Quixotic Lounge, the Curtain Club. We did the Lizard Lounge once also too.
The
we
Profit Bar.
Nice.
Profit Bar also, yeah.
How did Lizard Lounge go? Because that's kind of hit or miss over there.
Hey.
It was like an event headed by DJ Nonless. Shout out DJ Nonless, but like it was an event he put together. that
Oh,
we
so it was
got
a
onto.
special event. Not
Yeah, it was a
just like a
special
regular-
event.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I love Quixotic. That's
Yeah.
one of my. I love that place so much.
Okay, so what is it called? Quick Sonic?
Quixotic
World.
World. Yeah, the guy that runs it is absolutely wonderful guy. He's really really cool. And
Yeah, I like the vibe there.
Yeah, it's I shot a film there actually, and for a couple of scenes, and yeah, it's an incredible place. It's like a sideshow circus orgy. To be honest, I'm very
Depending on what night you show up.
Well, yeah.
No. Up in the green room, backstage.
Well, yeah. I do love the
Turning
purple
up.
green room. Yes.
So with your beats and your music making, who inspired you guys?
I say Kanye West, Jay Dilla, Erykah Badu, Eminem, Kendrick, people like that.
Who probably inspires your beats the most? Like
Probably
producers who you into?
Jay Dilla, A-Rap Music, Kanye, DJ Premier, people like that.
What about like Pharrell, Timbaland, anything? like that?
Oh yeah, definitely Pharrell.
Pharrell's like
I would
produces
say
like crazy.
Pharrell and Lex Luger.
Yeah.
Lex Luger, don't nobody give him credit. He paved the way for that trap, like the whole trap music era.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Zaytoven. So
What's
that's all I
the
rock with.
Cool.
What's the dominant theme in your music? Like, is it politically driven? Is it social? Is it personal? Is it
It's
poetic?
like it's personal and poetic because like a lot of my friends, they tell me they find out more about me through my music than what I say.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
'Cause you're probably one of those guys that they say a wise man says nothing, but
You
you can express you and your life and your feelings all through your music.
Yeah, because like if we wasn't on this interview, I wouldn't be talking right now. I'm a quiet person.
So what is the next step?
releasing our projects and getting more networking more around Dallas, doing things like this a lot more often.
Well, where can they find you online right now? Like if somebody wants to listen to your stuff.
Right now I'm on Spotify. I'm on all major platforms as Suelo. I only have like one single out, and I'm releasing another one on the 24th.
Okay. How do you spell Suelo so they can look it up?
SWAYLOW.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Hey, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram,
Everything but
everything.
Facebook.
Yeah, everything but Facebook. I'm for Facebook message, but follow me.
Let that Facebook go.
For real. On Instagram, official J.Harris. On Twitter, official JHarris. And I got probably about 50 DMs telling me why I delete my music. Because I just deleted the single I put out. I'm trying to get everything pressed right, everything released the correct way. So bear with me. It's dropping next week, I promise.
So do you have like a whole album out, or do you just have singles?
And I had mixtapes and EPs out, but throughout the years, I just delete them if I'm not feeling them no more, honestly.
So are you wanting...
Wait, why do you do that?
Why do you do that?
Yeah, why do you do that?
Because
if you're not feeling it, doesn't mean that your fans aren't feeling it still, you know?
And I get that a lot. But I don't know. It was a growing experience. I grew out a lot of things I used to talk about. Maybe I didn't like the song no more. Maybe I didn't feel what I was saying. So
I can relate to that because I've done the same thing. I was a DJ and writing music for years, and then I did painting and music and now film and photography. But I did the same thing. I put out a bunch of albums, and then I went back and listened to my early stuff. I'm like, yeah, because to me, there's a great line from the Johnny Cash film, Walk the Line, where he says, if there's one song you could play as you're laying dying in a ditch, so you could tell God and everyone around you what your experience on this earth was like, what song would that be? So to me, I'd go back to my old stuff and go, you know what? If that's the one song someone heard of me, there's no way that's going to happen.
Exactly.
It's not going to
happen.
I
feel that.
Same thing with photography and film and everything. I've deleted 2/3 of my work. Nobody's going to see it because that's not how I'm going to be remembered. That's the one thing people see.
Do you think that maybe that's what Prince did?
Prince was brilliant beyond
because he was very selective about what he put out, but he produced music on a minute basis. You know, he was constantly.
No, it was brilliant. I mean, his version of "As My Guitar Gently Weeps," I think, is one of the most brilliant pieces of music ever written.
Yeah,
and I'm an opera fan. I mean, I listen to classical opera. Carmen, Don Giovanni. I mean, and to me, that is one of the most beautiful masterpieces of music in history.
Yeah.
And
he's so underrated as a guitar player. So many people never think of him as a just amazing guitar player.
You know what reminds me of?
They just thought of him as a singer.
Yeah,
it's true.
And he's just badass on guitar.
And he was really. So when I think of theatrical, I think of Alice Cooper, like in the, I guess, more rock and roll metal stuff. But I mean, he actually was very theatrical.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah. And and he
everything he did
Purple
was
Rain
theatrical, even the way he
amazing.
lived.
Yeah,
it was just insane.
It's kind of like Manson in Bowling for Columbine. Has anyone seen that?
Yep.
That amazing film. And it was so funny because when that came out, everyone was saying, oh, Marilyn Manson's so intelligent. And all his fans, including myself, were like, well, yeah, we've been saying that for years. But
so bringing it back, you're about to release your EP, correct? Both of you. Do you guys have any kind of, how are you releasing it? Is it going to be like a party? You're going to do like an EP release party?
You're just going to throw it at people on the streets in their head.
Wake them up. We're going to do a party, probably on the 20th. We're trying to get it planned right now because I'm actually leaving to D.C. at the end of this month. So it's in the works.
DC on personal or on business?
Personal and business.
Oh, he's running for office.
Cool.
I got family.
No. You can take a picture of the White House.
Fuck no.
we can already tell
Take a picture flicking the White House off.
Well, I guess we don't need to ask you about your political views.
But I'm going out there to DC for a family event. Then I got a show out there as well with my brother, ATM Savage Will. So
Cool. Kick ass, man.
But Space
Very
Force.
Cool.
Yeah, there's going to be a Space Force.
There's going to be Space Force.
So we do have more music, right?
Suelo there gave me one. Is it one of yours personally?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Close Calls is going to be the single I'm going to release on August 24th.
Okay, so are you guys doing stuff together and doing stuff separate?
Ooh, we got a single called Gorgeous.
But why don't I have any of this stuff?
I got you the song. We got separate songs.
He keeps telling me, don't play that one, don't play this, don't play this.
Ooh,
it was just one song. It was just one song. I promise. It's just like that one. We got to cut back on that. I'm sorry. We're selective. I'm sorry.
You've got Gorgeous. I want you to send it to him, and we'll download it and we'll listen to it.
It's on my laptop. Hold on, you got
I
one?
got the email.
Well,
All
that
right,
ain't
bet.
gonna
He
be
got
even
it.
good.
Cool, we're gonna play Gorgeous. But I want to reach back on the topic he was talking about. Like, if you died, would this be what you want the world to remember you as? Like the one I sent y'all called Lessons. I feel like that's one where I'm, you know what I'm saying, giving people game and giving people something they could live with and take a lesson with, which is why I call it Lessons. So that's a song I would want to, you know what I'm saying, represent me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What about you, Fredrick? Or Swag? Swally?
Swalo.
Swalo.
I definitely close calls would be definitely something because it's like it really touches on experiences that I learned like once I got to Dallas. So yeah, that would be something like as my like growing through life, even like as life that I would want people to know me for that one.
Yeah. I'm ready. So this song, Gorgeous, tell me about that. What does it mean to you? What is it about?
Hey, we some gorgeous motherfuckers.
You wrote a song for me?
And what I love about it the most is their modesty.
But nah, it was really a fun song. Like, I think one day I was just what was I doing? I was really high at the studio, just fucking around freestyling. I sent it to him, and he was like, "Hey, bro, this hoe go hard." So he put a verse on it, and we sent it to a few friends, and they fucked with it too. So it was like
You just had everybody
What's
fuck
the-
with it
yeah.
and kind of put their own little piece in there?
No. It's just me and him. I sent it to a group of selected people to get their opinion on it first. So I like opinions and feedback.
Email to send to?
What's that?
You want me to forward the email to you?
Wrecking Ball Lou?
No, just Wrecking Lou.
Oh, Wrecking Lou.
Wrecking Lou at Gmail, and I got it.
Are you just a wreck?
I am a complete mess.
We love you, Lou.
Just embrace it.
It is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I go with it. Yeah.
Good. That's best.
And by the way, Kat is not present today. And so Lou is stepping in for engineering. She's working on another project. We missed you, Kat. But Lou is doing a great job.
Is it Gmail or
Gmail. Yeah.
and it's Wrecking Lou? Like
Wrecking
with the G?
Lou. Yeah. R-E. I can't even spell.
W-R-E.
W-R-E-C-K-I-N-G-L-E-W.
L-E-W? Okay.
Yeah, L-E-W.
See, I put L-O-U. So.
Yeah, that's somebody else, I think.
His is Lou. L-E-W. Like it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get that. We're going to play that single. Is there anything else that you would like our viewers to know about you? I mean, like, how can they listen to your music?
I'd rather them not.
I mean, besides,
I
because
just-
then they can find
I
you on
just told
Twitter.
you when I posted on Instagram and Twitter. That's
Okay, so that's
gonna
how
know.
you're going to
It
know.
ain't dropping
You
till
don't
next
have
week.
like a Reverb Nation or anything?
Yeah.
No, hey, if you got a Reverb Nation, you need to go jump off a cliff.
Oh,
Here.
Hey.
So you're not a fan, is what you're saying?
Fuck
No.
them.
Yeah, I've been through that. Like it was to the point where I didn't even really know how to make music well, and I almost got to #1. So it really doesn't matter.
Oh yeah. Their counting system's ridiculous. Well, it's because they put it in such small categories. They're just like men that wear purple pants that play a blue guitar, on Sunday, and then you're like, hey, #1, yeah.
I miss getting those notifications. You're #1 in downtown Dallas.
Yeah, you're #1 on your block.
Yeah, on my block.
So, do you mainly want to veer towards like club stuff instead of bar stuff, like more like clubby?
No, we got both. We so. I mean,
Do you mean
we got
performing or
everything.
music style?
Yeah, well, performing.
Oh yeah,
performing.
definitely. Yeah, definitely more
Yeah.
close stuff.
More club stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just for right
Because you
now.
want people to like grind to your stuff.
We got some shit like
I mean, we
that.
got some. We got something for that. Yeah, definitely.
All right.
But clubs are small. I'm trying to get bigger venues like
Like, what do you want? Come on.
Palladium Ballroom type shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not
think that's
sure. I don't
doable.
even
Big
know what the
audiences.
what is the Palladium Ballroom?
It's over there by South Side.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Near
I actually
Gillies?
saw Korn there. I saw Rob Zombie there. It's a
Really?
decent venue. Yeah, it's a decent.
Palladium Ballroom?
Yeah.
Great
Was it called
place.
something else?
No.
Yeah, it's called the Palladium Ballroom sometimes.
The
you can't
Palladium
find-
Ball?
Yeah, you can't-
Does that ring a bell at all?
Can't find it without
No,
the-
I know where South Side is.
Yeah, it's near there. It's just look it up. You've probably driven by it several times and not even realized it. It's like this
But
big
I haven't
brick
even
warehouse
seen, I
looking
haven't
place.
even seen it like, where it literally
It's-
advertised about it, or like Korn or any of that kind of stuff. And by the way, rest in peace, Kelly. Korn was one of her favorite groups. And when I visited her at one point, because she'd passed away, she died of cancer. She was in the hospital, and I was reading her Robert Frost and trying to kind of keep her engaged. And I asked her, I said, is there anything that you want? And I had asked about music, and she because she really had a hard time speaking. And some down during this conversation, I don't know what we were talking about again, but we ended up talking about something else. Lonnie, if you're watching, you can go ahead and call in. And she somehow said something about corn. And I said, "Do you want corn?"
Are you hungry?
K with a C
How
or K
can we
with a
get
K?
you some corn? And then she was like, "Mm-mm." And I was like, "Are you talking about music? Freak on the Leash?" And she's like, and her eyes lit up. So
I could just
rest in
see her
peace.
say, "I want to listen to corn." She just puts an ear up to her ear.
How about some popcorn?
All right, I got the song here if you want us to go ahead and run through it.
Let's listen to
Which
it.
one?
All right, Gorgeous.
Don't play that one first. Play that one. We want to do the singles first.
What single do you want to put?
Excuse me,
Oh, I'm gonna
DJ.
give it. Wait, before you do that, let me do my shout outs to all the people that are watching.
Good.
David, Kat was watching, Kris and Sean, Mike Samsel, another Kris, SDMF. I don't know what that means. Some dog motherfucker. I don't know.
Some dogs make fun.
Denise, Ivan Ellie. She's actually one of my relatives. Jeannie, Richie, Carlos. Let's see. Kurtz is watching. Good deal.
I'm watching me.
Hey, go ahead and call in, man.
Yeah. By the way, if you, I'm going to go through the rest of them, but I don't ever remember the phone number. It's 469-708-8609. If you want to ask any questions, harass us. 469-708-8609.
We
Call
have
in.
Funyuns.
Gina,
Operator
somebody I went
is
to
standing by.
school with. A shout out to her. Thank you for your support. Jeannie, Brian, another Brian, Dusty. He actually lives in Oklahoma. He's a musician. I actually met him at the Warrant concert, and he races, I think it's cars. And he actually had a really bad accident.
As opposed
but
to
I'm glad he's-
hamsters or something?
People race motorcycles. I mean, I guess you can ride
Yeah,
anywhere.
that shit is dangerous.
Shout out to
Sign
Junie.
me
He's
up.
supposed to be on the show, and I don't remember the date. I think it's in the very near future. Andy Weaver, Danny, Jeff Shadle, Michael, Cassie, Scott, my cousin Joshua, Don, Phoenix, James, what up, you little devil, Chad, Gerald. Oh, Lou, you're watching too. That's very nice.
Yeah, I was about to tune out, though. I was
She shouting out
busy.
the whole game.
I'm bored.
The best little photographer who walks. I mean, he literally has his camera and he just shoots all of these amazing pictures. And it's not just of the band. He takes pictures of the actual moments of people together, friends, love.
I think
mean,
they
it's
call that
just-
voyeurs normally.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's a
Yeah.
voyeur, but anyways,
You can usually go to
he's
jail
pretty
for that sort of
freaking
thing.
awesome. So shout out to you, George. Keep on watching, share, and we are ready to listen to
Well,
which one.
I don't know what he wants me to play now.
Close calls.
Okay.
Okay,
So we're doing
so we're
close
going to listen to Close Calls.
calls. Okay, this is just you, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so this is Swalo with Close Calls then. JHarris wants to wait till he wants to bring up the finale. So.
Oh,
There it is.
gorgeous.
All right, here we go.
I got mileage with them riders close calls. Been reminded of can't find me close calls. How I am if you my dog, you close, you call. If they didn't them, they had to scream them close calls. Don't fuck with you, then I blame you, you don't call. See, I lost it, now that fault they won't call. So many likes, so many nights were close calls. Took them shots, but didn't make it close to call. I call who I'm closest to. I call shit you can't explain, shit you supposed to do. Ay, I call when my quota do. Wonder if you on your way or we come collect from you. Ay, I got my list written around this close calls. Been reminded of can't find me close calls. How I am if you my dog, you close, you call. If they didn't gym, they had to scream them close calls. Don't fuck with you, then I blame you, you don't call. See, I lost it, not involved, they won't call. So many lights, so many nights were close calls. Took them shots, but did he make it close to call? I call who I'm closest to. I call when they don't complain.
And we are back. And that was my friends from Trouble Plus One
Yes, and they were guests. What was it, last week?
last week. Yeah, Eric and Blaze
Right.
were here.
Yeah, absolutely. It was kind of cool that both you and I know Eric, and to have them in. And Blaze is amazing. And you actually got to watch part. Did you get to watch all of their show?
Yeah. I just happened to film. That just happened to be what I filmed. Matter of fact, that's the reason I got the other angles. Is I actually filmed the whole song and then got the other angles with the rest of the set. So
That is so cool.
poor man's multicam.
Well,
I can relate.
You did awesome. But that was them. And then before that was your single.
Suelo.
Yeah,
I
Suelo
can't-
plus
that
calls.
Suelo just is not hitting me. I'm just going to call you Swag.
Swag low.
Suelo doesn't want to wrap around my tongue or something. So tell me
I'm
about.
not even going
Okay,
to touch
all right.
that. That's low hanging fruit right there.
So-
Kind of walked into that one.
Yeah.
Did. Bam. So tell me about that song and tell me what it means to you and what it was about.
Okay, it was about pretty much loyalty and basically separating who I know is disloyal and who I know is loyal to me. So when I say I'll call who I'm closest to, that's like who's like near and dear to me, and I say I call shit you can't explain, shit you're not supposed to do. Basically, I see that you're doing things that you know is wrong, but you won't like fess up to it. Basically,
So
pretty
that
much-
you're really about friendships and about
Yeah.
loyalty with friendships and dishonesty within friendships that everybody can relate to.
exactly.
It's part of the bullshit thing that we call.
Oh, and by the way, caller who was
Yes.
calling can call now that we're off the video.
Lonnie, if you are watching us, you may call in. We can't have you come in during a video because it will cut the feed.
Yeah, sadly, it's all on computers.
It's a computer stuff. It is not complete with the technology just yet. But that is great. I mean, that's something that I can relate to in my life because I'm a very loyal person. The people that I've had in my little circle has been people that I've known for a long time. And I really struggle with a person that has been staying with me just because it wasn't really I would X out the loyalty part of it because she's really not a friend. I'm actually a mom figure to her.
Oh, okay.
But it's all about appreciation and respect, you know.
Definitely.
So when you live with somebody and somebody does so much for you, you go out of their way for them. And when you don't and you want to wreck their house and you want to sleep all day while their kids are running out in the middle of the streets, I've got a problem with that.
Yes, that's
know,
very bad.
Because you're
But
making it look
why?
bad. I know when your neighbors are texting you, you might want to take a look outside. I'm like, yeah. So what do you do to resolve the problem? You take the problem out of the equation.
Cut them off.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So you're gonna
instead
kill
of
her?
stressing out so
Exactly.
you don't have to
So
complain.
you're murdering her.
No.
Drag her out.
Whoa, murder.
You
Whoa,
said
that's a little
take her out
far.
of the equation. I'm just
That's
saying.
some steps before
Said
murder.
cut 'em
now.
She needs
That's
to
where
put,
my
she
mind
needs
I'm busy. I don't have time for all this. You know, just
She needs to put on
straight
her.
to the
She
end.
needs to, she's a very hard worker, I guess, when she works. So she needs to take that work and she needs to
I love that
apply
strategic
making
phrase.
lots of money.
She works hard when she works.
And she must put on her big girl panties and take the response. I mean, she's 25. So
I have
I'm
my
going to
big
look
girl
at things
panties
a
on.
lot different.
Okay.
But, you know, she needs to put on her big girl panties and be a mama and be responsible and do everything for herself, for her kids, and put them first. And not have to depend on anyone else because she can do it. I mean, everybody's got the power within
Well, sometimes
themselves.
you just gotta, kick them out of the nest, so to speak, and let them fly on their own,
I know Mama
Or-
Hen did her job, and I'm so done with
or
drama.
just crash down on their face and
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean, like yesterday, I wasn't feeling good, and I was at home and I was in my bedroom, and all I can sit there and hear was them cackling and laughing, and like there was a party in my living room, and I was like, dude, shut up, go home. I want my house back. You know, part of it was my daughter, bless her heart, Alexis, and by the way, she's going to barber school. She does not do white people's hair. She only does black people's hair. I don't know why she wanted me to tell people that, but that's what she wanted me.
That's going to be on her business card too. Yeah.
Well, because it takes specific people. Like, you
No
have to be
white
trained,
people
right?
allowed.
Yeah.
But you're a
You guys know what
barber.
you're
Are you
doing.
shaving a head or making curly cues and little designs? You can do that on white people too.
I don't
it's a
know.
little hard.
I
Your
don't think
hair
I
is
can
so
pull
much
that
straighter
off.
than mine. Like if I do this.
Oh my God, that's a lot of
my
help.
hair is like way longer than that. But
Oh, wow.
like
Wow. How does
Well,
it,
wanna
how does
trade?
it stay all tame in there?
it's called shrinkage. So it just
Shrinkage.
naturally does it. Just naturally does it.
Cool.
So yeah, it is a little different.
You don't use any product on it either, do you?
No, I do. I use curling cream.
You have to.
Yeah, you have to keep it moisturized and stuff. Or it's like
I use
look
some
terrible.
curl and cream on my hair too. It came in a mousse. It was in the ethnic, but this lady told me I should use it because I got that. Did you just snort?
I did.
It was Kurt that just snored. Yes, because I do. I have really thick, coarse hair, and it doesn't curl very well. So
Have you tried cutting some of it off and just like turning it into like a scrubbing pad or something for your dishes?
no.
I'm just trying to come up with some utility ideas here.
Nope. It's like hair and Brillo pads. They don't mix.
But here's the question: you've got that Vidal Sassoon slow motion
Yeah,
shot.
he's mad.
Yeah, I usually walk around in slow motion most of the time.
Yeah. What is your secret? Because I can't do anything. Because this is what happens when you marry the wrong woman.
Oh well, that's my secret. Don't get married.
I'm not getting married again. So that's.
Do you ever
yeah.
like stand in front of a fan and just let it blow?
Sometimes, yeah, actually, it's great. You stop like right at Walmart in the fan section. Like, wait, there we go.
See, we all have gorgeous moments, man.
See, we're all gorgeous, exactly.
Well, the fan actually does wonderful things too. You know, you just kind of like look like Maltal and.
Yeah, I'm just gonna just walk around with the fan no matter where I go. Just have it mounted like a GoPro or something, just right here.
That's a
Just have
really
it
good
blow
idea. I
on
want to
music
film that.
constantly,
So you
yeah.
can walk down the street in slow motion, the hair is shooting back.
Exactly,
People
yeah.
are like,
Make sure you have the sunset in the back.
The
You rub your
sunsets.
boobs.
and you're playing metal guitar. You just.
But like Spanish guitar, so like.
Oh no, no.
Being-
The
Oh,
women,
he's going the Fabio route. Yeah.
the women would just be thrown on the ground with their legs spread open. They'd be like,
Exactly.
"Fill me with your seed."
Just falling from the skyscrapers.
So apparently Lonnie is not watching, so I'm having to hold his hand on this and tell him he can call in now. So
Now, who's Lonnie? Before I make fun of him.
He's a guitar.
He's in a
tech.
hotel
He's a
room right
guitar
now,
tech.
masturbating.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that Lonnie.
okay.
wow, Kurtz. We know where your head is.
Oh God, that is 1/10 of where I can go.
Yeah. You should see where the rest of
Okay,
them is.
no more tenths.
Let's
Like,
keep
and
going
that's
and
enough.
see where this train goes.
Well, so I don't hear him calling. So we'll go ahead. Come on, Lonnie. Come on.
You can do it, Lonnie.
Yes, you can do it. Why are you not
It's
watching
only
this
10
show?
digits.
Lonnie, call me. I'm waiting. I'm sitting here just so horny. God, I'm touching
Yeah, as soon as he-
myself.
Kurt's so horny.
As soon as he calls,
I
it's like,
give
what are
you
you wearing, Lonnie?
$20 for
708.
everything you want.
8609.
You name it, it's yours. No, I need the German accent better because it matches the outfit. Yeah, you call me now and I shall give you the pleasure. Won't you call me
Turn this
Lonnie?
into a hotline, man.
Lonnie. Lonnie, you big boy, come to me so you can kneel. That usually works.
Okay. Well, I mean, I texted him. I told him to call now, and I guess
I got the number on the screen, so if anybody else wants to just call Kurt, you know,
That's fine. I'm more than willing and able to do that. I'm for hire.
$3.99 a minute.
Yeah,
All right,
free.
let's see.
I
Let's
ain't
see
some
what
cheap
Lonnie.
slut.
He said no one's answering.
Yeah, my people saying the same thing in my DM.
It's got the call.
Turn it.
Yeah, try it again here.
Maybe it just didn't go through.
I think it's because it's on the wrong page here. Let me log out and put it onto this page here and see if that works better.
because he's like, I tried calling.
So I didn't have to use the Germans.
Kurtz was luring him to call.
Here we go. We got a call.
Finally.
All right.
Hello, caller. What are you wearing?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, caller, what are you wearing?
Oh, we got 2 calls now.
We got 2
Okay.
calls.
Too many people. 1 call at a time. All right. Who is this? Is this Lonnie?
Lonnie, what color
Yeah.
underwear? What color
Hi, Lonnie.
underwear? What color underwear are you wearing?
What's that?
What color underwear are you
She
wearing?
wants to know what color your panties are.
Who said I was even wearing any to begin with?
Oh, is it no panties Friday?
I like where he's
Well,
going
Lonnie
with this
knows
already.
he's a dirty little slut, so it's very important that he not.
Well, you just got him calling in now, don't you?
So that's the secret, huh? German sex line.
Yeah, they're like, wait, I got to get in on this.
So, are you guys having somebody call in?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? We'll just text
okay.
them
I
and
just
tell.
did,
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
did.
Say,
Yeah,
hold
just
up.
tell them to get
wait
in
a
line,
minute.
man.
The German sex line will be happening later.
So get in line, mother trucker.
That's right. Lonnie was first.
I'm gonna
All right,
blitzkrieg
Lonnie.
you.
So are you watching the show? Are you like seeing this all live? Did you
Get
did
to
you
watch
hear
us
how
run the
what-
phone train here.
Yeah, did you hear what Kurtz said to lure you into calling?
No, I did not.
I'm sorry.
Lonnie.
He doesn't know what he walked into. Okay.
Lonnie.
What did I walk into?
Lonnie.
Do I need to put my
Listen
hip
to me and stop speaking, Lonnie. You're not wearing any panties, and Daddy likes that. So what you're gonna do?
Oh, bro.
You're gonna get on your little knees.
Bro,
Wait a minute. I got a question for you, Big Daddy. What color are your underwear or your panties?
JHarris is sweating over
Lonnie-
there going, that's a white people's
This
thing.
is not what we signed up for.
No, that's strictly him. It's not even it's strictly
Yeah, we
him.
got white friends.
All I gotta say, you buy my ticket, you take the ride. Well, Lonnie, if you were a good boy, you'd be here and you'd see that I'm not wearing any. And you'd be kissing my jackboots.
That's why we're filming above the waist right now.
I was told in advance that you're a troublemaker.
It's getting hot in here. Take off all your clothes.
Too late.
Keep
Yeah.
them on.
We're already halfway there, apparently.
Panties, they just get in the way.
All right. Lonnie, my chest is hurting and my face is hurting because I'm laughing so hard. I think I'm going to tear up and pee in my pants in just a second.
I'm gonna film
Oh,
that.
I was about to say, that's a whole other freaking thing.
Oh, I'm gonna film that, make a fortune.
Yeah, I was
so
about to
trust
say,
me,
yeah.
you have no idea.
What, filming like golden showers or what?
Oh, my dear God, you have no
Yeah.
idea the money involved in that stuff. There are women that fart on cakes.
If it's good enough for the president, damn it.
Oh my gosh.
he does.
Why
He
would
loves-
you want to fart on a cake?
You have no idea. Like, you name whatever you can think of as a fetish, it's happened. And by the way, I shot a video. I hired a friend of mine to dress as Liberty and another friend of mine to wear Trump's mask and to run into my apartment while they danced. And all of a sudden, she squatted and just took a piss on him. And it got banned by YouTube. Fascists.
I think he chose the wrong
freedom of
platform.
speech.
Chose
I
the
know.
wrong person.
If I want Trump to get pissed on because he's a bitch boy, then I think that's important by a Russian hooker who's actually dressed as Lady Liberty, which very much is the election and the state we're
I was about
in
to say,
this
there could be
country.
a tape already existing of that.
Oh,
so, you know,
I
mean,
pay a lot of money for that.
I think he might have already.
Yeah.
I just got schooled. Okay. So, Lonnie, you called in. Why don't you introduce yourself so we could talk about
I'm
this
sorry you
underground
called in,
slut
Lonnie.
shit? Yeah. And let's talk about you and make this all about you, dear.
Okay. Well, my name is Lonnie Johnson. I'm a guitar, well, consider a guitar tech, but I do pretty much everything and anything that needs to be done to get the show on from start to finish, and then even then some, if that makes sense. I've been a musician for 35 years, and kind of discovered this was a calling that I had, and pretty good at it. So here I am out in the middle of nowhere at a Flying J truck stop, driving this damn bus from Minnesota to Cincinnati.
Oh.
So that's not really a guitar tech responsibility, but hey, you do what you can to make the show go on, right?
So who have you worked any tech work for that we might recognize?
Well, currently I'm on the road with this tour. I gotta look at my past. It's called the Resurrection Tour. It's Puddle of Mud,
Okay.
Saliva, Soil, Tantric, and a new band called, I don't know how new they are, but Shallow Side, which is a really good up-and-coming band from, I think you're from Alabama.
Oh, cool. Okay, now I got to ask, because I want the juicy details. Is Puddle of Mudd really hard to work with?
Oh, my God. You know what? I hear so much. No, they're not.
Because we've seen the videos.
We've seen the videos.
So Wes has been sober now for I think about a year or so.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
I
That'll help
about
a
it.
lot.
People
Yeah.
coming on the road, they're afraid he's not going to show up, or he's going to freak out on stage, whatever.
Yeah.
The guy has been nothing but phenomenal every show that I've worked with him. He's really nice backstage, on stage, after, doesn't matter.
That's good
the
to
guy
hear.
is really nice, and he's singing really good. So I would encourage anybody to go check the show out.
Yeah, he went through a bad phrase there and kind of messed up his rep. So yeah, it's good to hear that he's getting his
Phase
crap
or
back together.
phrase?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, he's doing good.
Yeah, it was a bad phrase. It turned into a bad phase,
There you go. Okay.
and
Good save.
Like a
Good
Pez
save.
dispenser.
it took him a little ways, and it put him in a maze.
Yeah.
He's kind of in a daze.
Bars.
Just
Okay.
because it rhymes doesn't mean it should.
And we should all raise. Okay, gotcha. So do you like what you do and stuff?
Do roadies get more chicks?
Yes.
Oh, my God, no. Not at all. No,
You're on the wrong tour.
He's like, damn it.
That's a little dirty laundry at the end of the night.
It's like, no, we're the guys that clean up after that.
Kind of in a nutshell, what I do is when we first get to a venue, because I'm actually responsible for not only Tantric, but Puddle of Mudd, because I'm transporting their gear. And so these guys are flying from show to show, and we're driving their gear for them. So I get there and I get a feel for the stage and start getting things set up and just getting a feel. Sometimes we have loaders, sometimes we don't. Sometimes I'm responsible for getting everything up and in position and going. Sometimes I have help. Yeah, that's basically what I do. And then I'm kind of the guy back behind everything. You see, tuning the guitars and handing guitars off. That's kind of my world right there.
Gotcha.
And then when they're done, I got to get everything tore down and pack back up.
So you do all the hard work.
Yeah.
You know, every time that you go on tour with them and stuff, or like with different bands, I always think, on the road again.
I do, actually.
I wish I knew the rest of the
I sing it to
lyrics,
myself all the time.
but I forgot them. Do what?
You know how much Willie smoked and he can remember the lyrics?
Good point.
So Lonnie, this Resurrection tour that you're on right now, how long is that going to be? How long is that tour?
The tour, let's see. The tour is ending in, as of right now, September 14th in Lolita, California. I live in Denver, Colorado, and so the tour ends for me there on September 9th. And they just have 3 more dates after that. But they are putting together a fall tour, which I'm probably going to be going out with them as well on, because October 5th, I believe, Tantric has a new record coming out.
Oh, awesome.
And I'll be honest with you, the songs that they're playing live are really freaking good. We had one of the guys from the label on the bus last night, and he was just raving about how great it is. Like, this should have been the number 2 one that was done. You know, they had a lot of success with that first one that came out many years ago. And this is, man, I mean, the songs are really good. They stand up on their own. Sure.
It's Hugo, isn't it? Hugo? What's his
Yeah,
name?
Hugo.
Man, that dude can
when
talk.
he's awake.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's awesome.
So I got to ask the question that I know a lot of people will sometimes ask. How did you get into being a guitar tech?
Well, okay, like I said, I've been a musician for 35 years, and it kind of started about 4 years ago. Living in Denver, a lot of my friends that were in all these different bands like LA Guns and all the Great White, everybody, they would fly in for a show. Well, when they fly in, they usually didn't bring a tech with them. So I said, well, I'll just show up and help you guys out if you need anything.
Oh.
And I just kind of discovered I'm kind of good at it, So I started investing in myself heavily. I've been buying my own tools and gear, cases, everything I would need to be.
So you got to bring a lot of your own stuff too?
Do I what?
You got to bring a lot of your own gear for these guys as well?
Yeah, yep. I bring all my own personal stuff as far as tech, because I don't want to have to rely on anybody or anything. So I come as prepared as possible.
That's smart, actually. Yeah.
So this is Suelo. So have you had any exciting moments, any crazy stories while on tour?
Oh Christ! Yeah, just recently. So I actually fell off stage in it was a resort in Illinois about 4 or 5 days ago. I was just first one up on the stage, getting a feel for it, and they had the monitors sitting on top of what looked like big speakers, like sub speakers. That's exactly what it looked like. So I just assumed that's what it was, and I stepped onto it, and all it was the bar table. It was sitting on the
Oh,
table.
wow.
It completely gave out from underneath me, and my whole body twisted, and I fell onto the stage, and then I bounced onto the floor, which was about 6 feet
So
down
you
below.
ricocheted off the stage.
You ricocheted off the
that was a
stage.
total splash. I'll tell you.
And so the sound guy immediately ran over to see if his speaker was okay, right?
I laid there and made sure my package was good, and then everything else fell into place after that.
Hey, priorities, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right.
So what is your favorite part about being on the road and working with these bands? Because you work with multi-bands. You're like contract work, right?
Yeah, a lot of the guys just get a hold of me, their management or themselves or whatever, and they'll try to put offers out and what their budgets are and stuff like that. So it just depends on what they expect from me and how much they're willing to pay, and then it's just kind of a negotiation. But yeah, I just make sure that the show goes on and the guys are happy. If I take care of all the little bullshit details that nobody kind of knows about, that way they're happy when they get on stage, and it kind of transfers into the show that way, if it makes sense.
Yeah,
And as long as you're up there smiling and having a good time, then I know that my job is.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of one of those that the more transparent it is and the less it looks like they're having to do anything, the better you actually did your job.
Exactly. And I gotta tell you something. I've never had this happen to me. Last night we played in Duluth, Minnesota. And so I got done with Tantric, and Saliva went on, and I had a little bit of a break. So I went up, and they bought us dinner and stuff. I'm just sitting up there by myself waiting for my dinner. And within a half hour, I had at least 4 or 5 different people come up to me just saying what a great job I did. I was like, well, I'm not with the band. I'm just a tech, and like, oh, yeah, we know. We see you up there working very hard. Like, you did a really great job. I've never had people really come to me like that much or really that much at all to give me compliments like that. Usually they go to the musicians, oh, you guys sound great, this and that. But to come up and give the tech props, man, I thought that was really cool. The people in Duluth are such nice people.
Is it Duluth? Okay, cool. Well, hats off to the people in Duluth that respect the crew, because they are definitely the unsung heroes of every production. I can tell you that right now.
Oh yeah, you're so right. And then actually working it and knowing what goes on, it's a lot. There's so many little details.
Oh yeah.
And I always, how I tell myself to shows or tours or whatever is like just tell me what you need and I'll figure it out. My answer's always yes. Just tell me what you need. I'll make it happen.
Yeah. Well, that's kick-ass, dude.
Yeah.
So what is you're currently on a tour right now, but you're not finished with that tour. They're actually in Dallas right now, but they flew and you're still on the bus?
Yeah, so I just kind of found that out, unfortunately. I was hoping to be there with them, but they flew out a couple hours ago, and I've got the fun task of driving this big rig down to Cincinnati, but I was given until Sunday at noon to be there. It's like a 10 or 11-hour trip, so I'm taking it easy, and I'm having a good time.
So what is, for the rest of the tour, where do you plan on going?
They're playing in Dallas tonight, and then, Houston, then Dallas, and then I'm picking them up in Cincinnati, and then the show I'll rejoin them is in Lexington, Kentucky.
Where are they playing in Houston? Because my friend Joey's from there. The Scout?
Houston is the BFE Rock Club.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, BF. Okay. All right. My friend Fish used to work for that.
No. I didn't work for. I didn't work for BFE.
No.
worked
My
with,
friend Fish.
Oh, Fish. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Fish
you
Thomas.
met him. You met
Fish
him when
Thomas.
Autograph
Yeah,
played
yeah.
there.
This is JHarris. I got a question for you, man. So, will you be going back to playing guitar, or are you just like officially gonna do road driving now?
I'm just gonna, I think I found my calling as a tech, because I can work, because I'm really good at it, and I'm not to keep my own horn. I just really like what I do, and it shows in my work, and so I can work for. It doesn't matter if it's country, rap, rock. It doesn't matter. Guitar's guitar. Tell me how you need it tuned, and I'll do it. But as the bass player. If I'm in a band and the band's not touring or nothing, I'm not working, I'm not making money. So, if out on the road doing this, I can almost pick and choose what I want to work for,
Lonnie, what is your wildest moment on the road? I mean, that could be at a venue somewhere. It could be like anything. What was like the wildest, craziest, or embarrassing moment that you've ever had?
Besides getting crushed.
Yeah,
by a stage.
besides.
Preferably embarrassing.
Yeah.
Involving nudity.
Besides twisting your back and falling off what you thought was a speaker.
Well, you know what? I've got a kind of a crazy story. What's my language allowed to be like?
English, please.
I can say whatever I want.
We are not FCC regulated. You could say the fuck word.
The fuck word.
Okay, there we go.
Fuck word.
Okay, so
What's the fuck word?
so this was,
What the fuck? I don't give a fuck. And fucking.
I didn't know.
So I was doing this show, and I was actually behind a soundboard, fixing sound for these guys. And this lady was sitting in front of me like a little ways, and she kept just staring at me and spitting drinks up. I'm like, I don't drink, but thank you. And she was motioning she wanted to come back there. I was like, I'm sorry, no, I can't have you.
Did she show you your chi-chis and you threw her some beads?
What's that?
That's Mardi Gras, not a concert.
Oh, beads?
Did she show you her chi-chis and you threw her some beads? I'm just kidding. Go ahead and go over their story.
She just wanted to mention titties.
I'm raising your ass. Go ahead.
So, a long story short, turns out her husband was a guitar player. She wanted to crawl underneath the soundboard and take care of things while he was on stage. You know what I mean?
What?
I said I'm not gonna get in the middle of that.
Oh,
so anyway,
no.
After the show, I'm up on the stage.
Confessions of musicians.
Thing, and I see them coming across the room, and the guy says, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" I was like, "Oh shit, here we go." So I said, "What's up?" He said, "My wife has a really big crush on you, and she would like to give you a hug before we leave." I was like,
She wants to give you a what?
A hug, and
a hug?
I whispered a little sweet something in my ear before she left. I don't know if I should share that with anybody.
Share it.
Share
it. Oh, man. No, she was pretty explicit what she wanted to do, and she let me know that, anytime that I was there.
Did you do her?
Did it involve small animals?
We wanted to know if it would involve small animals.
Okay, so somebody lied about that tech question.
Yeah.
You do get action.
I guess you do, yeah. I forgot about
He
that.
said, "Oh yeah, there was the groupies. I forgot about all them."
What is the worst? What is the worst part of your job, Lonnie?
Oh, boy. Honestly,
Oh boy!
That sounds pretty cliche. A lot of people always say the same thing, but just kind of the homesick thing. I'm a new grandpa now. I got an 8-month-old.
He sends me pictures, and she's adorable.
And she's just my whole world. And thank God for FaceTime and stuff. I can see her talk to her mom and stuff. But that's probably the worst, really. Just kind of being away from family.
Are they back where you live?
What's that?
I said, are they back where you live? Is that where they're at?
Yeah. I live in Denver.
So they're back in Denver and stuff.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Is there anything you'd like to add?
No. You know what? Just thank you guys so much for letting me call in and talk to you guys. And it's usually the singers or guitar players that get stuff like.
But guitar techs lives matter.
Yeah.
I'll remember not to shoot any guitar techs later. Actually, I have one question for you because I'm a guitar player. So if you only could have one guitar the rest of your life, what would it be?
Good question.
If I could have one what?
One guitar the rest of your life. That's it. That's all you can own. What would it be?
It would be a Gibson Thunderbird bass.
A bass?
Which I have.
It's a bass
Yeah,
guitar.
That's not even enough strings.
By trade. I play a little guitar. I taught myself, but I'm a bass player. I learned how to play and read gospel music for a long time. That's how I learned how to play in the '80s. Don't play so much anymore, but
Those Thunderbirds are pretty badass, though. I can't blame you.
Gibson Thunderbirds. Love the way they feel, they play, they sound, everything about them. That's all I play now is Thunderbirds.
Kurtz, do you have any questions for Lonnie?
No, I covered the spectrum. I mean, within.
I already figured out what
Come
panties
on,
he was wearing,
you can dig deep into your soul and pull something out. I know.
Or dig deep somewhere else and pull something out if you want.
That can definitely be
I'm a total
arranged.
open book. You can ask me anything you want.
What was
God.
What was the most beautiful moment while you were working that you've had? A moment of reflection that actually had a spiritual touch to your spirit.
Just the other night, actually, there's a picture floating around somewhere on Facebook. A few shows back, was, in the backstage area, and there was a couple of police officers. Oh, it was in Grand Forks.
Oh, I saw
couple
that.
Of police officers, and these guys were like following me around everywhere I went. I was like, oh shit.
That's usually a bad thing, yeah.
I thought I was in trouble with it.
Tell me
they
about it.
followed me everywhere, and they just wanted to talk, and I had a really good conversation with one of them. And during the conversation, he actually bowed his head down, and I could see and feel he had this sadness about him. And I just put my hand on his shoulder. I asked if he was all right. He said, yeah. He said, he just said it's such a blessing of his to meet me and to talk to me. Because I'm actually getting ready to be a published author for the first time, and I was sharing my stories of my book with him, and something touched this guy, this police officer, in a way that I didn't expect, and I just put my hand on his shoulder, and I said, look, man, I said, you just keep doing what you're doing, and don't ever lose sight of all the people that you help every day. And through all the paperwork and all the bullshit you have to deal with, what you guys do is you can't even put into words how appreciative everybody is of what they do, And,
That's awesome.
And it was so funny because I was taking my backpack to the tour bus, and they ran after me. They're like, are you leaving? Are you leaving? I go, no, I'm just putting my stuff there. They're like, okay, don't leave without saying goodbye. And then I actually pulled them up side stage, and I got friend requests from both of them on Facebook, and they started tagging me on this picture that they took of me with them, and that was a really, really cool moment. I have to say that. Was
Okay,
really cool.
now rewind. You said you're working on a book?
Yeah, working on a book. It's
Well,
done.
plug
I'm just
that
going
thing
through
real
the
quick,
editing
man.
Phase right now, but
Plug that thing.
Plug that thing.
dope.
Whip that thing out and wave it around on here.
the book is called Street Photography: Life Seen Through the Lens of an Empath. So I kind of realized that I have a gift to photography. Not only just not capturing the image, but more the emotion. I get in with a lot of these people that are homeless and all whatever issues they have, and I get to kind of know their story a little bit. And through the pictures I take and the questions I ask and the story that I develop, really have kind of a gift of bringing this awareness about these people out. And it's really the pictures that I shoot. I even kind of amaze myself because what I get out of it is not what I think I'm shooting. It's so much more. And
well, you've got another photographer in the studio right here, so I mean.
You got well, I'm
well,
photographer
technically,
too.
yeah. I mean, technically, I do. I'm
He
a
always
hack though.
wants,
So.
he wants to just X me out. But and going on that note about the empath stuff, that me and Lonnie connected because of that.
Yeah.
So we're both
Yep.
empaths, and I think that like we get drawn together like in a little huddle. It's really kind of cool. Like I don't advertise it. I don't have empath stuck on my head.
That might be kind of a cool head tattoo, though.
How about I'm a knuckle?
Do it in like old English.
Really cool story on the whole empathic thing. So a few shows back, the drummer from Saliva, she was having I could hear she was having a really bad time. She was trying to sound check and having all kinds of problems. Ever since I've been on this tour, I've been randomly, almost daily, finding feathers. If you research what that means, it's a really good thing when you find feathers just out and about in your normal travels,
So are you super lucky if you find like a full boa?
Yeah, no shit.
Just curious.
That's drag level.
Well, is feathers kind of like lucky pennies from heaven when like souls?
Unless
leave
it's
you
attached to a
pennies?
dead bird that just falls out of the sky, then it's probably.
That's pretty morbid, Lube.
Found one of those last night.
A dead bird, yeah.
Feathers it's a reminder that you have positive spirits or angels around you. So I pulled one of this container that I have, and it was a white one. And I just knew that I had to give it to her. I knew, like something was telling me to give it to her. So she got off behind her drum riser, and she was walking off the stage, and I grabbed a hold of her, and I said, hey, I need to give you something. And I handed it to her, and she started crying. And she looked at me, she said, there's no fucking way you would have known that anything about this. So then she pulled her shirt sleeve, and there's a white feather tattooed on the inside of her arm.
Oh, that's cool.
Her girlfriend passed away, and there's a significant amount of meaning behind a white feather. And I didn't know why. I just knew something was telling me to give her this feather, that she needed it. And she got on stage and had a really, really good show that night. And she pulls me aside every single time she sees me and thanks me for changing her life like that. And that's what an empath is
That's
for
dope.
me anyway. It's
That's
about
awesome.
what I can do for other people.
That's
Very
awesome.
badass, man.
Does anybody want to chip in and ask any questions, or I thought I would kind of go through?
Did we ever
We
get
good?
his panty color?
No.
He's not
He
wearing it.
wasn't wearing
It's,
it.
it's no
Oh,
panties.
he has
Yeah,
no
you-
panties,
it's
right.
that one. That
Yeah.
was like,
I'm in the process of super gluing all these feathers together for a very elaborate pair of feather panties.
Oh, that's badass. And see, that's what's great. If you ever get up on the lighting rig and feathers start falling off of it, dude, it's just blessing everybody.
That's true.
Oh my,
So,
there you go.
you know.
Just nothing but love.
That's right. Nothing but showers of love
Just
coming from your
love.
panties.
Everybody's getting the love panties.
all right, Lonnie, we're gonna go ahead and cut this short. Well, it's been actually cut too long.
We'll cut this long.
We let you go a long time, but we're gonna cut
Oh,
the
I love you
call.
long time.
We're gonna cut the cord because we have two more guests. One's a returning guest, which is Kurtz. Continue to keep watching the rest of the show. Joey's up next, and I still have a couple of questions for my R&B rappers. So we are going to cut the cord and the call, and you keep watching. Thank you for calling.
All right, man.
Yeah,
Have
talk
fun on the
to
road
you.
out there, man.
Be safe.
Be on the road again. All right.
All right. Well, that was Lonnie, Mr. Guitar Tech, Fredrick, distributor extraordinaire.
Interesting guy, man.
No panties.
Yeah, I love Lonnie
Yeah,
to death.
and he wears no
we
panties.
talk
No panties.
pretty much every day and stuff, and it was it was sad because I was going to hang out with him when he came to Dallas, but he didn't make it. So he's got 3 more places in Texas that I could drive to.
Didn't he say he was coming back through Dallas? I thought that's what he said. They were
No.
doing Houston, then Dallas.
Saliva's playing in Dallas.
Oh, but
They
he's not
aren't,
coming
but
with them.
he's-
Okay,
because
okay.
he had to take the bus. They flew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lazy bastards.
So, I do have a couple of questions for you guys. What do you think is the best hip hop duo of all times, and why?
Outcast.
Wow,
Okay.
that's still my answer. Dang, we couldn't even talk about other ones.
Nah,
was
and I
hard.
think we're like Outcasts because we two completely opposite people, but we get along. It's like a good relationship. And Outcast,
Don't they say opposites attract? I mean, but I know not in the
Some
gay
people do say
sense,
that.
but I'm just saying.
Then why is
And
it?
if you were gay, and if you were gay, it would be okay. But I'm just saying,
Nah.
I'm not implying anything.
Nah,
but you know,
but,
opposites do attract,
we
whether it's
gotta-
friendships or
Look
in
at-
relationships.
Look at Chuck D and in Public Enemy with. You know,
Oh, man. You talk about
Yeah.
2 distinct opposites,
Oh.
Chuck D and Flavor Flav.
My God, those are 2 total opposites.
That
and
is
they're
definitely
they're
some
brilliant.
We ain't that far apart.
But
You're not Flavor Flav.
But
Chuck
who
D
do you
level?
think is the best hip hop duo?
Outcast.
Outcast.
Yeah.
definitely.
Period.
Yes. Okay.
I can't really argue
I have
that, man.
no
Outkast
idea
is
who they
badass.
are. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you don't
I
know?
don't know who Outcast
Hey,
is.
y'all.
Hey, I'm finna get up and walk
Bombs
out.
over Baghdad.
Can you sing
Roses?
something for
You
me?
never
Sing
heard
something.
Roses?
Well, sing it for
Roses
me. Maybe I
especially.
know. I just don't know the name of the
I'm gonna
group.
hang on. I'm gonna have to look up some Outkast because you need some education.
Yeah, just only do a little snippet so
never
that I
heard the
can't
song?
get copyrighted
I
from
know.
Miss Jackson?
freaking
You never heard
YouTube.
Miss Jackson
Sorry,
before?
Miss Jackson.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. Yeah.
Sorry, Miss
That's
Jackson.
Outcast.
Ooh, I am for real. You never heard that
she
one
said
before?
like she-
Yeah. I didn't know who sang it. I mean, I just hear it come across.
She just hears it in grocery stores. and
I
stuff.
am heavy metal and rock and roll queen.
Well, see, you gotta be, what's the word for it?
Listening.
No, not listening. Like, you
Tyler-
got like different kind of genres. You gotta
Yeah,
listen
like
to
I'm
everything.
accepting of
Take it-
all
I'm-
genres.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
just
we're
going to be
around it.
honest with you. I'm not 100% unless you can give me a rap song.
This one.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Oh,
yes.
She knows.
Yeah, okay, she knows. Yeah.
All right. Fade that sucker out so I don't get copyrighted. Thank you.
I'm gonna.
Yes,
play my
I know that
favorite
song.
line.
I don't do a whole lot of R&B unless what it is they repeat the same thing on most of them over
Not on Outkast.
That's rap, not R&B.
yeah.
and over. And I'm like, already.
Here, take a listen to this already. What is it?
I wanna lick it, like suck it like corn on the cob, or what? Lick it like a lollipop.
This
Okay,
is this is Outkast.
Wanna lick it like a lollipop.
Oh, B.O.B.?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, we gotta drop some Wu Tang after this because
We could have a whole show of
Oh, I
this
know.
other stuff.
Wu-Tang.
Okay, well, what does that say? So they talk so fast I can't hear it. Well, see, and with heavy,
So you can hear
well,
what
with
they
heavy
say
metal,
while you're
I'm going to
screaming?
tell you, with heavy metal.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Unless I know the
I'm
lyrics.
a metalhead and I can't defend, metal sometimes.
Well, with some
you can
metal, when
understand
they,
some of it, but
they talk like Cookie Monster, and I can't understand what they're saying. I'm like,
I like metal for the musical aspect because to be able to play drums that fast and guitar that fast,
I
that's
like
great.
some shredding.
And see, this is the thing. I saw Outkast like when they were doing like their Cribs episode and stuff, and that's the thing too. They're diverse. He went up on a CD rack. He had Skid Row. He had Metallica CDs. He had all that on top of Public Enemy, and he's like, yeah, you gotta listen to all of it.
man, did you see how many plaques them guys have? A lot.
Oh yeah,
A lot of diamond.
All
plaques.
platinum.
Like, no one
That
knows
was-
diamond anymore.
that was before they put out the Speaker Box album too.
Yeah, speaking about the diamond.
That got a
album,
whole bunch. So yeah,
Well, okay. So then,
didn't know I knew all that crap, huh?
do you listen to any other genres besides hip hop?
everything.
Really?
Literally everything.
All right.
Especially vaporwave.
Go. I want to hear something besides hip hop.
Panic at the Disco, Green Day, My Chemical
Like Green Day.
Romance,
Chemical Romance.
Nickelback, Maroon 5,
Guns N' Roses.
Nice.
Guns N' Roses, yeah.
Tampon 5.
And the funny
Luke like that one.
That's it. I'm using that from now on.
Yeah, that's a better name. I like that.
That's-
Yeah,
y'all like Maroon 5?
the Tampon.
I actually
5.
saw them in concert.
I like the one first single they put out, and that was. the
Which one
extent
was
of it.
that?
Oh man, what was it? I know the name if I saw it.
Animals?
No. it's-
Hey, true story. That,
Hey,
that
who
was
sings
the
that
first
song?
album I ever bought by
Who
Maroon
was that
5.
song? Who sang that song? One Me.
Wasn't me?
Yeah.
Shaggy.
Yeah, Shaggy.
Was it Shaggy?
Wasn't
Oh,
me.
it wasn't me? Oh, okay, yeah.
It's the one when he cheats on his girl. One Me.
I quote that quite often.
One Me. One Me, bitches.
Animals is still one. I think one of the most brilliant music videos ever made. Have you ever seen that? Maroon 5?
Oh, and when it says animals, what? That one?
Yeah, but have you seen the video?
No.
Harder
Oh.
to Breathe. That's the one that I like by them.
Ah, nice.
That was their first major.
I saw them. I've got like a picture of I don't know, was it the guitarist? He goes looking at me. I
How
was
does he
like,
go? Hang on, let me put the camera on.
No, I'll dig it up out of my creps. His hair's all, blonde hair. He's real kind of skinny and gaggly looking.
And what was the pose? Oh, okay. All right.
At least it wasn't
screen
this.
cap that later.
That's the nipple guy.
I need a picture of nipple guy to flash on the screen every so often just to have on there. We need
So
to
you
just-
guys, he's
That can be
okay.
arranged.
So I was supposed to go to Rocklahoma, and this guy wanted me to go, and they were going to take the tour bus, and they were going to come scoop me up. And I said, look, if you're expecting sex or get down my pants, it ain't going to happen. Because I don't really have to go to Rocklahoma that bad because I've
Do you
been.
know what Oklahoma is?
It's a festival, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a 3-day festival, largest 3-day festival in the United States.
Yeah.
for
Really?
Rock and metal, yeah.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
talk.
it's-
Put your lips up there.
It's pretty big.
Don't be telling me where to put my lips.
Get right up on that.
Smarty pants.
But I'd like to.
So, anyways, he would send me pictures, and he said, "Oh no, that's totally cool." And then he would send me these pictures of him butt naked, and he would go like this. He looked like Rose from the Titanic, when she's like.
And
going
it's
like
not
this,
like
and
he was like this
sketching her.
masculine-looking figure to begin with. So.
I literally, I took a picture and I scratched his face out so you couldn't see it, and did not exploit his name because I'm not a bitch, but. Oh my God. I was like, seriously, your pictures aren't even sexy, dude.
Yeah, so he is now nipple guy. That is what we've dubbed him.
So
Because
needless
it's
to
just
say,
big brown nipples, just looking like somebody laid some
it
pepperoni
wasn't
on his
worth
chest.
me going because his pictures were just, I was like, I know where this is going. So he deleted me off of Facebook. Bye-bye.
Makes me sad. No more pictures.
I know, no more
We can't
pictures
post
of
anything.
nipple guy.
I'll friend
Okay.
him. I'll friend him.
Yeah, that's content.
I'll
right
write
there.
him and just be like, I heard about your nipples.
I'd love
I
that.
heard you. No, there's a whole noodle nipple fetish thing. So yeah,
Noodle nipple.
I have to
Noodle
go
nipple.
through a
You
conversation.
have no idea.
Is there fetishes for bleach?
You name it.
Yeah,
If you can think of it, it's existing.
yeah. Somebody
Yeah.
somewhere has a
Bleach.
video of it on their phone
Yeah.
in their bathroom right now.
Hey,
They
there's
need to have a
there's
money
dudes
fetish.
on a
Fuck all
roof.
that
Do you see
weird-
that?
We got money fetish
Hey,
over
there's
I
here.
don't think dudes on a roof is a fetish, but maybe.
You never know.
Yeah.
Someone
That would be a
say,
new
Don't,
one.
don't they have 3 dudes in a truck, or what is it? 3 movers in a truck? 3 dudes on a roof. It could be like a.
Oh, I thought you were talking about movies or something.
no, I was.
Oh, there was
thinking-
Yeah,
y'all
three
still
dudes in
taking
a truck.
calls?
I haven't seen that one
Y'all
yet.
still
Someone's
taking
jerking
calls?
off to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're sitting there just thinking like, oh god, they're on the 13th floor.
So, anyways,
Y'all still taking calls in?
Yes,
yeah.
go ahead.
If they want to call, I'll.
I think I have one more, and then we're gonna go ahead and mosey on over to Joey. Do you think authenticity? Oh my God, did you really give me a word?
Do you think authenticity is dying in the hip hop scene?
Yeah, the authenticity was the thing I wanted to come off my lips.
Because all you hear is Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
What's Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang? Is that like
is
that like a
one of the
Gucci
biggest
bag?
singles right now.
Well, it's kind of
Like-
died off now, but
well,
like
yeah.
earlier,
Well, it
like
was.
3 months ago, yeah, it was like one of the biggest singles.
All
But
you
look-
hear is a bunch of bullshit.
Basically.
People not talking about messages or anything anymore.
See, I was just about to ask that is because I came from like NWA, Public Enemy, old school,
Exactly.
old school rap. Like, and I grew up in a nice neighborhood and upper class and all this shit.
Okay.
And this is way before, excuse me, the internet. I didn't have access to any of that information.
Yeah.
So groups like that blew my mind. Chuck D was one of my heroes. And I grew up in a very racist home, so I couldn't have a poster. I had to hide his music.
Yeah.
I had to hide all that stuff. 100 Miles and Running, all that old school stuff.
I love that.
Oh my God, it's brilliant. Do you think that materialism and commercialism is corrupting the authentic
That's
message?
exactly what it is.
I mean, I think
Because majority of like what's consumed now is completely about materialism, misogyny, and all of that.
See, I agree, and I think the biggest danger, especially now, is times like this. I mean, I'm also an old school punk fan, so you got CBGB's, Bowery, the old school New York. That was all born out of the Reagan era
Yeah.
in the 80s. So now is the time. We need more of that. Do you agree that we
Yeah.
need more of that? We're dealing with Trump. We're dealing with a nightmare oligarchy.
I feel like that'll be the only thing to come out of this era will be the music, honestly.
But
Punk
don't you think
and
that
hip-hop.
this I consider it simplicity. Like they're just going off the materialism and that kind of thing. It's simple. It doesn't take any kind of creativity really to create that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I think a lot of it's because the audiences, that's what they want. Like there's a huge audience, and you see it in the music scene it's really, I think it crosses all genres. It's just the younger generation is so simple-minded that they're okay with simple things.
But see, I disagree because I believe that someone like Kanye West, who has enough power, I mean, Kanye West wields power that very few people in this world have unless you're a king or a living god in India. He could come out and produce a song, produce an album that was a revolution that said, burn your useless shit, get rid of your Gucci, fuck the machine, fuck all this systematic bullshit that you subscribe to, fuck all this crap.
Look, I like my
Let's-
posh
Yeah.
box. Leave it alone.
It doesn't matter. Shut it all down.
Exactly.
Nobody that's in his position to do that.
Can you stick your lips up to the microphone so I can hear you?
Y'all can hear me?
I can hear you.
Barely, but yeah.
Nobody who has the power to do that is doing that or speaking up.
Well, he tried it with Yeezus, but it didn't work because he couldn't like really portray it or get it across well enough. Because like he contradicted himself during the Yeezus area because he had the new slave song where he talks about how the system is charging so much money and basically a new form of slavery by making us spend all this money towards people who like won't give back to us. But he did the same thing by having his own clothing brand. His
Yeah, I was
shoes
about to say, he's shooting
that
himself
are
in the
really
foot by selling
expensive.
his own
Yeah,
stuff.
And sorry to cut you off, bro, but right there he just said,
I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm going to let you finish.
But nobody got the message he was trying to get across because they're so dumbed down. Nobody understood what he meant by new slaves. All they know is these simple songs.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why we did decide to go ahead and release Gorgeous, because we wasn't going to release it at first. But it's like simple and fun. So
I like that.
Yeah, you don't want to cut out fun, but you also want to like keep like feeding your listeners like
Both
new
sides.
information.
You don't want to
Exactly.
cut out
It's
the F in fun.
You're right.
Don't cut the
It's a
fucking
fine
fun, man.
line. Where
Yeah,
you want to make
yeah,
it
that's
fun,
what I'm talking
so.
about. That's the spirit.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for your feedback on that. So, any other questions?
I had somebody finna call in.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a
Who
call. I got
wanna
it
call
up.
in? Go ahead, call in.
They're probably so sick of calling in and getting hung up on.
You know, good that you can answer both of them, by the way. But
well, I didn't think that would be a good idea based on what we were doing to encourage the calls to begin with. So.
You can do them at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, if you want a three-way, I'll get you going here.
Hey,
there we go.
Here we
up.
go.
Come
All
on.
right.
I work hard. I deserve a little.
Hello, caller. What are you wearing?
Said, what are you?
Hello. Did we scare you off? Fridays with Kris. What's up? What's up? What
What's
kind
up?
of
What's
underwear?
up?
Are you wearing underwear?
Don't answer that.
Is it no?
Keep doing your thing, bro. Been working with you for a couple of years, man. Just want to let you know I'm proud of all the stuff you're doing, bro.
I appreciate that, man.
Hey, you too, Sway.
Thank you
Sway,
so
bro.
much, bro.
Keep doing your thing, bro.
Are you wearing
too, bro.
boxers?
Yeah.
What color are they?
Oh,
Are they
my
polos?
answer,
Are they Tommy Hilfigers? What are they?
We don't fuck with Tommy.
Nah, it's Haynes, man. I'm broke as hell.
Hanes. What color? Whitey Whiteys?
I think this just turned into Chris's personal fancy. All right, we got another call.
I gotta check my own underwear. I don't know what I'm wearing.
Holy shit, he's really like undoing himself.
Oh, they're Hanes Grays.
No, it said it won't let me answer both phones at once. It's saying I got to end one to do the other.
Oh, you gotta be monogamous? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
this
bullshit.
thing.
Fuck that.
Jealous ass phone call.
Fridays with
line.
Kris.
So, no, it's still the same call right now. So,
Who are we talking to?
I think he hung up.
well, it says he's live right now. So,
Hello.
you still on, man?
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, see, you hung up.
Oh.
Why y'all trying to get rid of it?
Hang up and let y'all answer the other call.
Already, bro. You be safe out here.
All right.
All right, you too, bro. Take care.
Peace out.
100.
We need a multi-line system in here, apparently.
Can I smell
Getting
that?
all
That smells like a
popular and
pine.
stuff.
It smells like a pine
The
tree.
minute you start talking about underwear, everybody's calling in.
Take a sniff.
God, it smells like a freaking
Y'all gonna run away to
tree.
callers with all
It
this
smells like
underwear talk, man.
Christmas to me.
It's the botanicals and stuff.
All right, whoever was
my
calling
God.
earlier, call again. Sorry, I had to hang up on you.
And send nudes.
Yeah, if you send nudes first, I'll probably take the call.
I'll
Yeah.
give you free tickets.
You get bumped up in priority.
Male or female, I don't care. It works.
That's all it takes.
Fridays with Kris.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Is this Sam?
Yeah, this is Sam.
What's up, bro?
Why you ask the question like you didn't know it was
Sam
Sam?
is like,
you knew it was Sam,
fuck,
bro.
y'all got
It sounds
too much
like him, though.
energy
You
over
gotta
there.
Make sure.
Sam, what's
Yo,
up?
this is Sam Skill. I'm a DJ for a grind team.
DJ for a grind team. You want to give a shout out, a plug? What do you want to do?
I would just say listen to JHarris' new song that's on YouTube, Cold Summer Freestyle.
I took it down. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Everybody mad
You
at
weren't
me.
paying
Don't bother
attention.
looking for
This
Jay
my-
Harris's
this my
stuff. It
manager,
ain't
he didn't
there.
even know. But Sam, he's actually a DJ at the radio station in Canada as well.
Okay,
Oh,
we're at
Cool.
Canada. We're
yeah,
in
we're
Canada, man.
Give a radio plug.
Oh, yo, I'm from Simon Fraser University, 90.1 FM, CJSF, campus community radio station, broadcast on the top of Burnaby Mountain.
All right. So, like, usually when you're like DJing and you say your little spew, go ahead and give us a sample.
Well, we say, like, we always have to say, like, we respectfully acknowledge and we broadcast on unceded ancestral territory, the Coast Salish people, Squamish, Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh,
Don't you
and
say anything?
Coquitlam. These are all the indigenous
She wanted
communities
you
that
to
we
say something
broadcast
You
like.
talking about yo DJ?
Your DJ
Yeah,
tag.
yeah,
Your DJ.
yeah. Do you say like,
I
"Hey,
actually-
this is Sam, and you're listening to blah 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 de blah"?
She's like, give me a soundbite. He's like, well, here's the fine print that we have to say. Symptoms
my
may include
attorney.
diarrhea, nausea, sudden death.
I don't know that people are telling me.
Go ahead, man.
But JHarris, he gives me a whole bunch of sound bites, though.
Oh.
Yeah, I
So
actually
he's the
did
man
one
with
of
the
his
sound
DJ
bites.
But Sam, do you say? I mean,
Why
like
are
when
we
you
talking to you?
Yeah. So
Why'd you call again?
Sam, when you like are on air, what do you say? I mean, do you say something about you? Hey, this is Sam, and you're listening to, or
Yeah, Sam.
Give us your broadcaster voice.
I want to hear your broadcaster voice. Yes, or even do a shout out for them or something. Give me
They
something.
trying to put you on the spot.
Give me
man.
something. Yeah, I'm putting your ass on the spot. Let's do this.
I mean, I don't really know what you want. I don't really like give anything. Like I just say like, hey, what's up? I already gave it to you. Like I just say,
Hey, he's laid back.
you gave
see how
me-
he talking right now.
This
That's
is
how
the
he really
best.
talk.
This is the best. I already gave it to you, so if you don't like it,
This
it's
was
your
He
problem.
gave me like some fucking legalities or something like that. I felt like I was like listening to like a legal contract or something.
yo, I want to know when the new project, the new Never Stop Grinding EP is gonna come out. I'm fucking sick of waiting.
Oh damn! Calling you out, man.
I've been telling him I'm gonna drop it for a long time, but for real though,
Drop it like it's
August
hot.
20th. August 20th. I promise. August 20th.
Better be August 20th. I'm gonna sit there and be like, "Where's that? Where's that EP? Where's
Yeah.
that?"
I'm gonna send it.
What are you
It's
gonna
August
drop
20th,
It's gonna be on iTunes, Spotify, everything you can name. Put it everywhere.
and you're not
So
gonna
at
take it
midnight
down.
on August 20th. If you
No,
don't see
I'm not
it,
taking
just
it down
harass
because I
the
feel
hell out
like
of
this
them.
project is the one. I got everything right. I did it how I wanted it
feels
this time.
it.
So this is the one. Not taking it down.
Badass.
Cool.
Very cool.
All right, Sam.
Stand by that.
Thanks for calling. My friend Joey is up, so keep on watching and share the hell out of this show.
Bye, team.
All right,
Yeah,
Sam.
cool.
Thanks for calling. Is it
All
cold
right,
up there
go
in
on, Sam.
Canada,
Peace,
by
bro.
the way? Is it cold up there?
Oh no, man, it's pretty nice today.
Okay, what's the degrees? Look on your little weather bug.
Well, in Fahrenheit, maybe it's like 75, 80.
Oh, trade you.
Yeah, I'll trade you. It's been like 115 over here. It's been hotter than hell and fire.
Yeah, it's been 115 and we
As
have no
got
medical.
all this
grass
fucking rain
is
out here today,
dying
bro.
out here, but it's just raining today, so it's a little bit nicer. But I'll take
I'm coming
75.
back down to Dallas, though.
What?
I'm coming back down to Dallas, though, in a little bit.
Why on
What
earth
for?
would you do that?
Because I'm from Dallas.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Very cool.
All right. Well,
We're all just going
give
like,
us a shout out
We're
when
sorry,
you come
but we
to Dallas.
understand.
You can come talk on my show.
Don't move
For
to
sure, I
deep
could teach you a couple things about radio if you want.
Oh, you're gonna school me?
Damn.
Damn, Sam.
Damn.
And actually, I would
That's
say a
hard.
damn Sam, but your name is actually Sam. That's great.
Come over here.
All right,
and
come
school
school
you.
my ass.
And the rest of her.
Challenge accepted. All right.
I'll be there.
All right. Be there or be square.
All
I
right,
will
bro.
talk
See
to
you soon, bro.
All right.
Peace.
She's funny, bro.
Well, that's all it is. It's about being a smart ass, right? How much fun if we had like this boring conversation
What kind
with a
of
little
books do
mono
you like
voice
to
like
read?
this, asking questions and not even being funny.
Right,
So,
right.
Chris, what about our other guests?
That's what I'm saying. I'm facing Joey because
Okay.
Joey is next.
We're going to talk about Joey now since her segues are so subtle.
I know. All right, Joey, go ahead and introduce who you are, what you do, and why are you here?
And what you're
Besides-
wearing.
Besides wanting to hang out with me.
I don't know what color my panties are. I have to check, but either way, I am wearing them. And they're not big girl panties. Don't make me slingshot you with my thong. Get out of my pants, girl.
She really over here.
Did you say slingshot?
wanna
Can you actually
know.
use them as a slingshot? Because
That is
kick
required.
It looked like they were
information.
pearl white.
Got on them granny
Because I would
panties.
love to just be able to like, oh shit, someone's coming. Hang on.
Slingshot, yeah. Definitely. You can definitely slingshot a pair of thongs. It's been done before, I'm
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, she wears the dental floss thong. She used to live with me for a stench of time.
Smidget of time. Yeah.
Yeah, she. Well, she's a nurse.
That's really good
Yeah.
to deal with Mormons when they knock on the door and they try to
Slingshot them
you.
with a
Slingshot a
set
thong at
just
him.
take a slingshot
Oh.
thong and bam,
Oh.
hit him in the face.
Oh,
Hey,
before
as
we
soon
end,
as I open the door
have
for them, they be scared, bro.
They will
Okay.
jerk
All right.
off to that
Wait.
forever.
We're gonna focus on Joey, but before the end of the show,
We're going to slingshot
I
a
have
thong.
got to tell you about what I did to the Jehovah Witnesses.
I'm down with that.
Oh, boy.
All right.
I
So
schooled
they're-
them on masturbation.
Oh Lord, Lord. They
wanna-
really depend.
Well,
Well,
today,
everybody stay tuned for that
all right.
little
All right.
tidbit.
Anyway, I lived with her, so I know the story.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. So I'm from Houston, and I came up here to do. Actually, looking at doing some kind of like a working, getting some training at an institute here in town. So I came up to do like the little seminar of their who's who and how the process goes. So I was at that last night. So, but I thought about it when I was getting ready to come up here, and I got a hold of Kris, and it's like, hey, she's been asking me to call in. And usually I work on Fridays, so I can't call in. So I was like, well, hey, I'm going to be in town. Let me just, let me come up. So that's why I'm here, because I was like, yeah, let me do this. But in the music scene, I work right now. I'm a host, Punk Star Radio.
Is it an internet thing?
It's
What do you do with
it's
Punk Star?
It's punkstarradio.com.
Okay.
So it's like the same thing with your link. You click into the link,
Mm-hmm.
and then you. What we do is we actually live broadcast out of Scout Bar It's one of the rock venues in Houston, in Webster, Texas.
Cool.
I work with a co-host. We work together, Chris Harding, and it's mainly his show. I just kind of joined him, I think about a year and a half ago now, I think it is. But we line up some bands that are local acts. So that basically, like they're doing an interview, basically, seeing how many people they can bring in the door, possibly get put on national acts that come through Scout Bar.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then we interview them all at first, individually, each band. And then they get to play from so we start the show. It's usually Wednesday nights. We start the interviews about 8 o'clock. We interview till about 9. Then they start playing.
Now, okay, so now you said it's punk. Was it
Punk Star.
Right? So now, does that mean you focus mainly on punk, or is that just the name?
No, it's just a name. So
and cool T-shirts.
We add. Yeah, I brought you guys some shirts. I hope you guys like that.
Ooh, I love
Should I get one?
I love t-shirts.
I got some shirts over there on the couch. So the main guy that started this is Punk Star Industries. And he's a skateboarder. Mm-hmm. And he now does creative art and ink. So he does like merch, T-shirts, anything you would need merch-wise for any kind of promotional material, marketing, anything like that.
You guys said something about merch and T-shirts, right?
Yeah, we do have T-shirts coming.
All right. Well, maybe you need to hook up with
Definitely.
networking.
So it's his company that mainly does all that. But then he basically sponsored us to move forward with doing the radio show with Punk Star, or at least Kris back in that day. I just joined like a year and a half ago. But it's really awesome because we get a lot of like really young kids. I've seen like this past Wednesday we had 2 super really young bands, and I'm talking like young, like they're less than 18. So we have a like all ages show. They come on, and these kids have been playing since they were like 8.
Are they all from
12?
like the general area there, or do you have people coming from everywhere?
No, sometimes we have bands that are coming through.
Okay.
That are touring, that'll pop through.
Does Punk Star have a website or a Facebook?
We do. Punk Star Radio. For Facebook.
I know, but okay, so Punk Star
Full
Radio.
Throttle.
Okay, is there anything else? Is there a website?
We have Twitter. We have Instagram.
It's all social. Okay.
Yeah, but I would say we used to be primarily rock, but we literally, our stage is for every genre. We've done hip hop, we've done country, we've done acoustic. We've had basically, like we're talking about, like support local music. That's what our mean is. It's just to provide a stage for new artists that want to come in and experience what it's like. And then, Kris and I have been in the scene for quite a bit of time for them to give feedback. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing next? Like, where are you going to go? Hey, we also have networking. So, like, we know photographers, we know videographers, we know producers. Let's get you set up,
So question, you said it's punkstarradio.com?
And you do that. Do that once
The
a
website's
week,
having
once a
some
month.
Issues here.
Is it?
Yeah.
You need to hire me.
Trying to bring
What's y'all's Instagram
Go to
again?
Facebook. It's Punk Star Radio.
Okay, and you do that once a week?
We were doing it once a week, but we're looking at backing it down to once a month. Mainly this way we can give more focus and more marketing and promoting to the bands that are playing. Because when we're doing it every week, for all of us at work, it's kind of a hard thing when you're trying to promote them as well and give them the things that they need, tools to move forward. It's hard to do every week when you're doing 4 bands a night or every week, So we're backing off, but so it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it because we do get sponsors. We have sponsors. Give a shout out to some of my sponsors. Virus Vodka. Have you guys ever heard of Virus Vodka?
Oh yeah, I've had it. It comes in a little cool,
flask.
What is it?
So Virus Vodka is one of our main sponsors. They help us with like marketing,
and it's
promoting.
pretty decent vodka too. It's
pretty decent vodka.
I love my vodka.
And if you ever come to our show, we actually sell it for $3 a shot. We say shot, but you can shake it, shoot it, swallow it however you want to.
Flip it up, smack it, rub it down.
Shake it and shoot it. All right.
And Cold Cock Whiskey, which Cold Cock Whiskey actually they sponsor so many people.
Cold Cock.
Sounds so metal, right?
It sounds like a cold cock.
Yeah. It does not
Kind
turn
of like
me
how
on at all.
most men are.
Sounds
cold,
flaccid. Sounds very
with their
flaccid.
cold
For you
cock.
necrophiliacs out there, cold cock whiskey.
And what do you feel about that, Kurtz?
I'm not a big fan of having cold cock.
The first thing you're not a fan of.
I mean, $20 is $20. I'm just saying.
$20 to make you holler.
There's standards, but I mean everything's negotiable.
I'm gonna agree with you, Kurt. I don't want a limp dick in my mouth either.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't want no noodles.
All right.
Yo, wow.
All right, so I got your Facebook up here, Punk Star Radio, on here. So it says you got an open mic coming up or something.
Yeah. But we also, like I said, we promote a lot. So you're going to see a lot of things on our Facebook feed because we promote anything anybody sends to us that they're wanting us to push forward. We'll push that for us. So that flyer you're looking at right now, that's like those are the 2 bands that we had Wednesday was the Crunch and Never Better. And Never Better's played for us, but they're the 3 little. I told you these kids are like 12 to like 18 years old.
Nice.
But they're fully family supported.
Yeah, we've got a couple bands like that down here. Deity Destruction's like that. Matter of fact, the guy we recorded with, that's the dad, so he owns a studio. And then, like his son is one of the guitar players and stuff, but they're all like in their teens.
Yeah.
Sweet Chaos is another band in their teens. And it's cool to see the family supporting them.
Oh, yeah.
Because, used to the day, it's like get rid of that devil music, you're not playing that. And now they're just like, oh, my kid's a rock star, So
oh, yeah.
It's kind of cool to see.
And the guy that I work with, Kris Harding, he's really awesome. I hope he's not listening right now because I know he's been kind of like listening. I know he's at work. I hope he's not listening right now because I don't need him to get any bigger of a head.
Ooh, look, Inception. I've got Dallas on air on the Punk
you don't
Star
want to
Radio
stroke
feed.
the ego.
Yeah, I don't need to stroke his ego. He gets on my nerves sometimes.
I'm watching you watching us while watching you on your Facebook thing there. So.
Yeah, he was giving me shit because he's like, "Why are you not drinking virus vodka?" Like,
where's the sample virus vodka that you would have sent?
I should have brought it. But also, it's pretty cool on my feed. I've shown a lot of some of the bands that we've supported or have been on our show are actually watching too. So it's pretty cool to get that feedback from them, have them.
Yeah, definitely.
Watch this kind of thing. So hopefully they'll clue in and maybe they come through Dallas and they'll come see you guys.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we can talk
that.
inappropriately to them.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, how we can give them a bunch of
like
shit.
that.
Because that's what we like to do in here. We like to razz some ass.
Right ass? You want to ride ass or razz ass?
I didn't want to ride that ass. I wanted to razz that ass.
Lately, but
I should ride some ass. I should ride some ass.
Hey, y'all should
Wish
get
I had
next
some ass to
guest a
ride.
warning.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Is there anything else that you'd like to add? Is there anything you'd like to give a shout out to? Any kind of bands playing in the Houston area?
I told I'll give a shout out to Paul Crosby because we're talking about, if you guys know Paul Crosby, as he's local in Houston, but he was the original drummer for Saliva. He's now working in Houston, producing his drummer. So he does like the drumming, helps with like. I think they got a new project going on with a couple other bandmates. I don't know what that information. I don't know the band name. I should have been prepared for that. But you just asked, and I had his card in my bag, so I thought of it. Give a shout out to him. He comes out and supports, and he'll be out there when we're doing shows and stuff. And he'll, we can refer bands to him that don't have any.
I got the picture up of you with the virus vodka in your hand, so that way to kind of make up for it.
Let me see. I'm gonna see it.
So that way that.
Yeah, I have his card in my bag.
Oh, your card.
No. Yeah, I have my card too.
Oh, okay.
But I have Paul Crosby's card too.
Okay, right.
So now virus vodka can be happy.
Oh yeah, so there.
There you go.
Yeah, actually, we just did this. Chris and I have been together, like I told you, over a year and a half. We hadn't done a photo shoot together, so we finally did a photo shoot, but we always have to give shout outs to our, our sponsors. So another sponsor we have is the Dance Pizza. If you guys ever come down to Houston, come in the Webster area.
I don't have a pizza picture of you.
You need a, I know.
So
I need
Dan's Pizza, is their pizza any good?
Oh my God, this best pie in town, like literally. He's so good that he's now opened up a second store. He's been doing pizza since before he was 18. My family's been buying it since he was 18. He would deliver to my mom's house. And I didn't even know. But he's one of our big sponsors too.
It's called Dan's Pizza in Houston.
Dan's Pizza.
Dan's Pizza.
But he's actually opening a new joint down in Kemah, which is on the water.
I love Kemah.
Yeah. So it's I'm excited for him. He's got a lot of shit going on, and I know we've got a lot of exciting things happening. So
are you bartending still out there in Houston, or are you doing straight nurse stuff and this Punk Star?
Nursing, primarily nursing, just because that's what pays the bills. I haven't bartended in probably 2 years. I took a hiatus from nursing and I bartended for about 3 or 4 years.
Oh, this makes me so hungry. I'm looking at the Dan's Pizza side.
I'm telling you.
I thought the
show
nursing
Stan's
did
pizza.
it to you.
Because you know what? I'm Italian and I love pizza.
And
I
he's
just
Italian.
can't eat it so much because every time I eat it, I look at it, I gain 5
It
pounds.
looks so delicious.
But they have more than just
So
pizza.
yummy and delicious.
They've got a full menu.
What's that song? So delicious. What did Fergie sing that?
Yeah, Fergie.
Yeah, it's
So
Fergalicious.
delicious. I see.
Fergalicious.
Fergalicious.
See,
Fergalicious.
she listens to cool music
But
too.
his place, I'll tell you this.
It's so delicious.
Yeah.
Hey, find the soundbite for So Delicious.
I like the
and
kids'
we'll
music.
we'll show up Dan's stuff.
Hang on.
You
Yeah,
can
yeah. Here's
talk.
here's Dan's Pizza.
I'm down with the kids.
Because, yeah. I'm down with the bitches and hoes.
Hey, I want the Ferga delicious
What
song.
who's it?
So
Oh
delicious.
man, look at that. Oh God, that's like porn.
Sound
It is
bite,
like porn.
Lou. Sound bite.
I'm hungry. Hang on.
So delicious. We'll
If I
play
could get
that
Dan to
freaking
deliver
sound
pizza
bite.
here, he would.
I'm not a soundbite library. I'm hungry. Hang
I can
on.
just feel that.
Chicken-
Y'all making me hungry now.
I can just feel that meat lovers.
Well, hey, well, we're gonna
Talk
go
about
ahead and
wanting some
grab a
in
bite
your
to
mouth,
eat.
man.
He's got a pizza called the Heartstopper, and I told him he needed to rename it to Joey.
Shit,
But
is
it's
it with
called
a
the
heart
Heartstopper.
stopper? Is that the one that's gonna make your heart stop?
It's
Because
got every.
It's got so much shit in
everything.
it. It's
got so
gonna give
much
you a heart
meat.
attack.
It's got extra sauce, extra cheese, extra meat, and you cannot put it. I always tell him to put it on thin pizza, but when you put it on thin pizza, it just literally goes limp because it's so heavy. Like it's so much shit on it, but it's good. But they literally
Is
call
it
it the Heartstopper.
so delicious?
I'm working on it. Hang on. There's an advertisement.
He's over there drooling over the picture. He's not giving me my sound bite. I can't type
I'm
that
now
stuff.
creating a commercial for Dan's
Joey's looking at me
Pizza.
going, "What the fuck are you
go.
doing?"
Oh, it looks good.
Here, I can roll the hips.
Yeah,
I got a big ass I can bump.
So if you're in the Webster, Texas area, please contact Dan's Pizza Company. It's so delicious that it's Fergalicious.
He just gave him a
So
whole ass.
delicious.
I didn't even send it to Dan.
So delicious.
Yeah, next time you come to
delicious.
Houston, we'll go get some dance.
Yeah, he needs to hook me up with a pizza. I'm giving him some airtime here, so I'm working this.
All right,
I
we'll
need
cut
some
it off
payola.
before I get copyrighted.
I know how long the time period is. Trust me.
Okay, good, Lou. I'm glad
I'm
you're smart
I'm
like
a
that.
member of ASCAP. I know how this goes.
ASCAP.
Yeah, it's a songwriter.
ASCAP your
You need
ass.
to get with
It's-
BMI.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it. ASCAP has been kind of a pain in my ass lately, so I'm actually thinking about going
They
to
be
BMI.
late with the payments, bro.
Yeah, they do, if they pay you at all. So, yeah, I'm right there with you. I might be going to BMI. So,
I am going to go to Houston. That is a trip I haven't made this year because I usually go every year. Haven't made it. I don't like Galveston.
Okay, so but you know,
I like
thinking
Jamaica
about
Beach,
this,
and I like Kingman.
when you and I were
wanna-
talking about
time's the show
me
end?
coming in,
Go ahead.
you said you wanted to talk to me about Shiprocked.
Yes.
What do you want to know about Shiprocked?
We can talk about that over lunch. I
Oh,
want to
okay,
go.
fine, never mind. I am going to Shiprocked this year. Or
Yes,
say
I
this year,
want to
but it's in
know how
January.
I can get on because that is something that's on my bucket list of how do I do it? How do I get on it? I mean, I had a travel agent look into it, but she
You
didn't.
can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do no travel
Right.
agents for Shiprocked.
All right, so yes, we're going to talk about Shiprock because
All
I
right.
know that you and Jennifer Taylor, both of you guys go. So I want to get on that. I want to share a room, and I want to do it to say, hey, fuck yeah, I did it once.
It's awesome. I love it.
Yep. I have to do all those things just once. I mean, I could do it twice and 3 times a lady, but I know for right now I want to do it just once.
I guess so this is like my whole thing in one like saying is that, you know, if you're a local band from Dallas and you guys come to Houston, hit us up, punkstarradio.com, Punkstar Full Throttle. Find us on Facebook. Message us if you guys want to come join us on a show, and then we can get you the schedule, let you know when we're going to be on. Like I said, that's going to be changing, and then we can, you know, we'll get you on. We'll get you interviewed.
cool.
Awesome.
All right, we're getting low on time, so we want to go over to Kurt here so we can
Yep, we're going to mosey on to Kurt.
talk about
By
his
the
panties.
way, we're looking for sponsors for Fridays. Well, right now on Facebook, it's Friday with.
Your name could be here.
Yeah, Friday with.
Looking
We
for
never know
sponsors
who's
to
it
see
gonna
who
be.
Fridays we're going to be with.
Yes,
So,
exactly. Anyways, Facebook
Preferably
is
pizza
screwed
places.
up and will not let me change my name.
Because I am starving.
So if anybody is like a Facebook
like a pizza place.
business bureau where they can tell me how I can fix this,
We'll talk after the show. Okay.
Yeah.
We've tried submitting like
Here.
twice to them now, and they just seem to be ignoring it.
This
completely.
I did bring you this. This is like what we call our sponsor letter. I
Oh.
created this, so it gives you when you're talking to a sponsor, you give it to them, and it tells them like what your company's about. And this is just kind of like this is what I've created for ours, because they want to know what they're sponsoring.
Exactly.
So you have to kind of give them this, and then of course go over a contract for
So
sure.
could you just put in a single word, just like crap, and then just like, hey, you're sponsoring
Oh, they have the
crap.
website and
I
like
have everything. We have all of our contacts on there. Have our logos. Have the logo for the.
Is this
main
how you got the pizza
skateboard.
place? Because that's all I need to know.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, send
Gotta
that
be.
letter
This is
out.
professional. Like you have to have.
Well, see, I'm
Send it out. I
I'm
need
kind of
food.
good at like if you could do the design part, I'm really good with like all this stuff that Joey did because we both went to school. I have
You're
lots of hours
educated.
in school. Yeah, I can do. But as far as like being creative with this kind of stuff, the logo parts, I'm gonna leave that up to you because I bet you would be pretty good at that.
As long as there's pizza involved.
Yes, definitely.
Everybody wants
I
that
spent
thing.
15 hours at a recording studio, and all I had yesterday was beef jerky, so I'm starving.
So I'm gonna go ahead and insert this little plug in here.
Go ahead and insert Kurt.
You want a butt plug? What did you say?
Yes.
Oh, Lou and his butt plugs. Yes.
Lou has butt plugs.
Yeah, this is
Kurtz is
this.
Kurtz
You'd
is
have to
like
watch the last few
dig,
weeks shows to
dig.
catch this because
Oh,
we're
okay.
missing the main component of the butt plug. We need Kat here to plug her butt plugs.
She's got
Plug your butt
she's
plug.
got like
Yeah.
these crystals, and he threw out butt plug. But
She like alley-ooped it to Lou.
it was the
She's-
thing
Yeah.
he
Really-
threw
She
it
keeps
in
saying
there to be
plug,
a
and I'm
smart
like,
ass.
Quit saying plug.
When in doubt, just throw it to Lou with a butt plug.
Make sure that you share our video. Share. We want to try to up the ante on the viewers. Second, if you want to sponsor, we have an email called Fridays with Kris. That's KRIS. So Fridays with Kris at gmail.com. Share our, or actually give our Friday with.
Somebody please
Friday
help Chris.
with help Chris.
Yeah.
I
You
need
sh- share
to
a
figure this-
dictionary
Yeah.
thesaurus.
Friday
Some
with
language lessons.
Friday with. It's supposed to say Fridays with, but give us a like, share our page, spread the news to everyone.
Like herpes.
Yeah, like herpes. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, that sounds really gross.
But I mean, think about it.
Whoa, that's kinda itchy, scratchy.
You spread it. It never leaves you. What better comparison?
Well, really quick on that note. So I had like this guy.
I don't know if we want to broadcast
That's a bad
this.
transition.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. There was this guy.
Speaking of whores, I was talking to my mom. Whoa!
Hold
How did
up.
that happen?
Wait a minute. Okay. So I had this guy. He constantly like messages me on Facebook. What are you doing? What color panties are you wearing? None of your fucking business.
Well, he's sitting next to you now, so what's the point?
So, anyways, it goes
Let
on
him
and
speak
on.
for himself, for
So
God's
I
sake.
have a really cool friend named Mike, and he's hilarious. So Mike grabs my phone and messages him and says, I will agree
Quit
to
farting.
basically have sex with you, but I only do gay porn, one-on-one, man-on-man. And he goes, and by the way, I have a scorching case of herpes. I ran out of my Veltrex. I'm trying to remember what he wrote. And I have a crime scene in my pants. So the guy just kind of blasts right by all that. He doesn't give a shit about it. It says, so when are you going to be off your period? And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? That would like totally make me want to run to the other side of the
You
earth. if
greatly
somebody-
misunderstand internet men.
Yeah, this is.
Well,
this
that's
is
You
quite
could
fair.
literally
The thirst is
just.
real.
Because he
Yeah.
already has herpes. That's why he's not scared of
Yeah, he's like.
contracting.
There you
That
go.
dude hasn't had
Yeah,
sex
yeah,
in
when it
fucking
reply-
4
when the reply is,
years.
"Oh, you
and he
too?"
wants to have sex with me.
Jesus.
Every day he's like, hello, beautiful. Hi, beautiful. How are you? And I ignore him. And I'm like, stop.
Send back a crime scene photo and say, I'm busy.
Oh, on another note, did you see my post on Facebook, by the way, about
did
somebody
not.
who stole my fucking package?
Phrasing.
I had
Phrasing.
I had a package of cockatiel food from Chewies.com.
That's what we're calling it now.
That's a new term.
So listen.
Song title, it'll catch.
So listen.
I'm serious. That'll work.
No, so listen. So I have this package and like it delivered at 5:00. So I leave my house to go pick up Lachey. And when I leave the house, I was like, oh, shit, I'm busy. I'll pick it up on the way back. So I sat there and I get in my car. I pick
So
up
you just
Lachey
left
and
your
kids.
package just sitting
So I
out.
left my package. So anyways, I came back.
Anybody could just get to your
Stop.
package.
Let me finish
I
this.
do
Let's
that
go
every
through
morning.
this. So I come back, right? The package is still there, but I feed Lachey's kids. I like take the whole role of taking care of Elijah and
While your package
Riley.
is just hanging out there.
So my package was outside and I totally forgot about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's sitting out there. The next morning I go out there and it's gone.
So you left your package out overnight, just out to where anybody could
yes,
touch it.
Listen. So two houses down from me, Sharonda lives down there with her little twins
Did
and her
Sharonda
kids.
touch your package?
Listen, her boys are bad and they steal in the neighborhood.
So your Sharonda's boys
So
touched your
I
package.
sent Sharonda a message because I like Sharonda. I was like, hey, listen, there was a package out in front of my house. And I said, I know that it was there at 7 p.m., but I left it out there. And I said, somehow it is not there this morning. I said, so if you happen to come across a Chewy's box or cockatiel food, if it can make its way back to my house, it'd be
Birdseed, like literally birdseed. You're talking about birdseed.
Birdseed.
Yeah,
I said,
she's
I'd
not
be
talking about her
greatly
Chewy package
appreciated.
in general.
I find it ironic. I got a package on my doorstep right now.
He's like, oh, crap.
Well, I live in Little Elm, and normally we don't have theft in Little Elm. So anyway,
Desperate cockatiel feed thieves.
she doesn't really respond to me. You know, she had responded earlier when I said, "Are you busy?"
Well,
And
she's
she
already
said,
had your
"What's up?"
package. It's hard to
No,
get
but
her to
listen.
respond.
So I walk outside to throw something in the garbage. She come walking out. And she got a little bonnet on and she all got, why you guys sit there accusing my boys? My one boy's in jail. And I was like, oh my God, Sharonda, I got time for this.
Well, first of all,
If
the
you
one
see
of
my
them in jail
package,
kind of says already a lot.
Just make it back. And guess what? By golly, I fucking left my house. I came back home. That package was back on my doorstep.
Nice.
I wasn't mean about it. I said, just kindly make it back to my doorstep.
You know, if you're going to use my package, at least return it.
And it did. All right.
important.
Cruisy on
So,
over
speaking
to
of
Kurtz.
packages,
I got a great big gift package over here, Kurtz.
Oh, please.
Let's go ahead and welcome to the dark side.
Keep going.
He likes the dark side. He likes chains, whips, and everything else.
Oh, God, yes.
So, with that being said, you should come to the Cynical Ball.
Where and when is that?
Houston. It's going to be on Westheimer in the end of September.
mark your calendars.
Cynical Ball.
That's a good time because I'm in between events. Between that, that's
Yeah.
a good idea.
For sure.
All the wounds will have healed by
Kurtz,
then.
go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell me what you do. You've been a return guest, but
Who you
we'll go ahead
do,
and go
how
who
you
you
do
do
them.
it and how you do them and how fucking kinky you are.
If that hasn't
They
been
already know that,
established in the
right?
last hour and a half,
God, there we go. Well, God, where to begin? Well, my name is Kurtz Son. I'm a filmmaker.
Wait, say that again.
Kurtz.
Are you feeling the rim?
Oh yeah, you got to twist though, because if you don't twist, you're not doing it right. No, my name is Kurtz Son. I'm a filmmaker and photographer here in Dallas. My studio's in Irving. Just opened my-
Wait. You've been so loud this entire time, and now you're introducing yourself, and you're like, so.
That was fun, Kurt.
yeah, this is
Hey,
this is sexy, Kurt.
You know, I have no problem because I say things how it is. I have to pee. Joey, I'm going to let you take this one over for a
I
few
got it.
minutes.
Got it.
Fair
Got
enough.
it.
Deal.
Got you.
I
No
think
worries.
that fits
Tag
into
team.
the theme. So I mean,
Tag team. Back again.
There we go. So
the weird part is if she says she has to pee and she just keeps sitting there.
you better film it. What am I hiring you for? So no, my name is Kurtz Son. I'm a
Are you
filmmaker.
saying, sorry, Kurtz?
Kurtz, Kurtz from
Okay.
Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness, and also Apocalypse Now, which inspired Francis Ford Coppola. So that was the name I took.
Okay.
Exactly. And then Frau Son is the German word for woman and the alchemical symbol for man. So it's the unity of man and woman. And so it's a combination of, a torture character from literature and the inspiration for one of the best films ever made. And also my need for unity in the universe. So I started out as a painter for about 10 years and then branched into music. I wrote 13 albums in about 6 years. And then after that, I wrote an opera and then composed it in verse. And then after that, I started to get into film and photography. And my first film, Peacock, won the Best Actor Award for the London Film Awards in 2014. And then that proceeded to win 2 other awards in Dallas and also around the world.
I'm trying to put on the screen like what we can show.
There's not a lot of my work you can show, to be frank.
I'm strategically cropping at the moment.
That's a very smart idea because it's very good.
Anybody wants to go to the site and continue to scroll down.
Yeah, keep
Feel
scrolling.
Free.
So I opened about a year ago. I graduated from SMU in 2000, and then about a year ago, I quit my job and opened my own art studio in Irving. So I have my own gallery now, and I shoot film, do photography, and I have a profound love of sadomasochism and bondage.
Okay, and so with that being said, here's the my Facebook event of the Cynical Ball.
Oh, nice. I like
so
that.
So it's basically a vendor event. So it's like all the vendors that come out that are invited to participate to show off their whatchamacallits, all their shit that they sell. All the
Find me and add me.
Can I have one?
That is clever. Okay.
I know what I'm doing.
You see this? That it says like, is that being shown? Can you see it?
Put it kind of. Let me see. Hang on. Let me put it on there and see if we can see it better. It's kind of washing out because of the glare that you guys are getting. So
It literally says Google me, and you flip it over, and it has his name on it.
It's very well done.
So far, I'm at 20,000 in Google, so we'll see how that goes.
Nice.
Yeah, so I started doing that, and I hold weekly and monthly S&M events in my gallery.
Nice.
So I absolutely have a profound love of the dark arts and passion, and so that's what I do. So I've been a filmmaker, photographer, and artist for years.
So your gallery, is it just your art only?
I leave it open for other people to share their work. Some people say, hey, I'd love to show my work. And I'm like, great. So they set up a show, and I take my work down, and they put theirs up. But mostly, I mean, if you go into my gallery, you'll see just my work.
Yeah.
I've got sculptures that I work on. I have a human bone sculpture that's about 8 feet tall, which I'm really proud of.
Oh, I would so totally dig that because I love bones.
Oh, yeah, that's my baby. That's my baby woman.
Hey, on that Mistress Meets the Mistress thing, is that Amanda in the picture?
Kurtz almost batted his eyes back.
Is that Amanda in the
Yeah.
picture? Oh, I know her. Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. She's adorable. She's wonderful.
Cool. Yeah.
I love her.
She moved to England for a little while. I don't know if she came back or not. Yeah.
She's a world traveler.
Yeah.
I mean, she's all over. But yeah, so I have my sculptures there. I have a human spine guitar that I made.
Oh, is there a picture of that
made
anywhere?
It? God, you never told me about this.
If you go to my website, you'll find it.
Yeah, I'm on the website.
Yeah,
Where is it under?
pull that
Go to for rent under the menu, and you'll see there'll be 3 sculptures. Okay. You'll see 2 short ones that are 4 feet tall, and then you're going to see an 8-foot one.
Kurt, you should definitely add your email down here so people can click it.
Good point.
So that it's a quick link.
She goes like this.
I'm like this. I'm trying to finger your Facebook, and it's not letting me do anything.
You can finger my Facebook anytime you'd like.
That's pretty bad when they're trying to finger your Facebook and it's not doing anything.
I
mean,
know.
you need a more reactive Facebook.
So, yeah, that's what I do. I do film photography. I'm also doing a documentary for the city of Dallas right now. And
Found it. Never mind. I found it. I was fingering the wrong things. What happens?
I hate when that happens.
You think it's the prostate and it's the urethra?
Yeah.
So that's what I do.
Some days are
So
better
when you
than
said
others.
you wrote an opera and composed it backwards, what did you?
Oh, yeah, it was so much fun. I had so much fun with that.
I'm so dark like that. I kind of like made it look like a devil worshiping.
No, it's
I'm just playing with you.
So what I had was I can't compose music in the sense that I can't read music.
Okay.
But I know the notes and I can play by ear.
Is it the Rista thing?
Rista?
Is that the opera? What is it? I'm looking at your music, so.
Oh, yeah. No, it should be The Dawn.
The Dawn.
But anyway, so what I did was I hired 2 incredible singers, Jennifer Sewell, John Jones, and they sang the composition that I wrote, the libretto. And then after they recorded it, I just said, hey, there's no music, just figure it out. So then what I would do is I would listen to their music, and then I would sit there and I would write the music according to.
So what's this, Lou?
This is part of the opera.
The backwards opera?
So yeah, you're supposed to write the libretto and the music, and then have people actually sing to it. Well, I didn't do that. I did it the opposite way.
It almost sounds like something you'd play at Halloween.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Well,
pretty
I mean-
much
Halloween's one of my favorite.
Halloween is kind
Nice
of
sentence.
that operatic stuff. Just usually the cliche.
Well, you got a nice rack yourself. I would have sat there and slobbered some freaking glitter on those.
Okie dokie.
I don't need to access
And continuing on to that conversation.
Hey, I'm like
accessories.
You know what? I'm like Russ Meyer, who did Faster Pussycat Kill Kill.
I love Russ Meyer.
Oh yes,
Yes.
Anyone that gets that, I'm like, no.
Well,
I mean,
we did wrestling.
No, not Russ Meyer. He made some very interesting films in the 70s.
yeah, he literally admitted he's like, I love big tits and I like hot
I
women.
like big tits
So what's
and I
up-
cannot lie.
So what the fuck? And it's the truth. One of the biggest criticisms against me when it comes to my work is the fact that I create photography and film for the male gaze. I actually had to Google that and look it up because I had no idea what that meant. I realized, excuse me, it was a term of criticism against men that shoot and photograph women because they're turned on by them, because they're drawn sexuality, and it's like I refuse to apologize for that.
Yeah, I was about to say, where's the problem with it?
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm objectifying women. Fuck you. I think women are fucking beautiful, and I like big tits, and I like nice asses, and I'm gonna photograph them, and I'm gonna do what I want.
I like this one, the Mistress Meets the Mistress.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
yes.
Amanda. Yeah.
that's Amanda Key.
She's cool as hell. Yeah.
She is super awesome.
She's so tiny. You can put her in your
See,
pocket.
yeah, she's so cute. You can put her in your pocket.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep her.
She's wonderful.
I think that that's cool that you name your pictures, which is your art, because I like to take, because being a photographer myself, I like to take pictures and I have like names. Like even when I do fireworks, I have like names for each one. And it's funny because Lou used to do.
I'm a professional pyrotechnician, so
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's not it.
But no, like I had the dandelion. It wasn't really called the dandelion, but there. I mean, I think-
Chrysanthemum.
yes, but still, I had my own, like the Green Martian. You know. Twilight Zone, light bulb.
I named this one the poppy, blowy, sparkly one.
No, I'm not that stupid.
Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Green Martian.
Well, the Green Martian reminded me of a Green Martian, so I can call it Green Martian.
What, the sparkly, poppy, glittery one didn't remind you of anything sparkly, poppy, or glittery?
That sounds like something a 2-year-old would say.
Well, 2-year-olds are pretty freaking intelligent, aren't they?
Gotcha. All right, Kurtz, what is your favorite? Like, what is your favorite masterpiece of everything you've done?
Everything.
That's her
I've
favorite
done?
thing to master.
Masturbate? Are you talking about
Masterpiece.
Peace.
My
My
mistake.
favorite masterpiece. I mean, that'd be a hard one. I think it would be Woman because I'm so proud of her because 2009 I went
Woman.
through
So I'm
This
guessing
is a skeleton. No, this is a skeleton.
the
right?
human skeleton, right?
Okay.
Yes.
But you named it Woman.
I called it Woman because
Okay, I just clarify.
I was going through. I had a nervous breakdown in 2009. I went through some bad things, and I had to learn to walk and speak again. And it wasn't a stroke, but it was a mental breakdown, and I couldn't sleep. And so I spent about 3 months not sleeping, except for about 2 hours at a time.
Yeah.
And then I decided to get dedicated myself to this and to create it and work on it. And I put everything into it. And then my doctor said, if you don't sleep, you're going to die. So I figured take a break.
Yeah, that sounds like good advice.
So, like, what did you not sleep for days?
Months.
Wow.
Like months. I started hallucinating.
Were you like on any drugs?
No, totally clean. So
I had to say, if you're awake that long, you don't have to be on drugs.
no,
You're really
you
messed
don't.
up.
No, you. And then I did it again in about 2012 when I made Peacock, the film that won me the award for the London Film Awards. I went through about 2 months where I would just not sleep, and I would just walk the streets and I'd film things and then combine them all and make them into something. But yeah, I don't sleep much. Probably 4 hours a night.
That's about what I average, so that's actually pretty
Yeah,
good.
I've been up since 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, and I'm fine.
Yeah, that's what I was telling her. I was like, man, I'm lucky to even be here today. I was freaking all day at the studio yesterday, and I'm just like, I can barely talk.
No, I get that. Totally get that.
All right, well, let's do our final shout-outs, and we're going to play his finale number
Gorgeous.
here.
I'm ready.
Lessons.
Gorgeous. But I want to know, do you guys have any questions for Kurtz? I mean, he's pretty interesting, even though he's on the dark side, but he's on the creative
He's
side.
pretty interesting despite himself.
But I mean, seriously.
The fact that he's an egotistical son of a bitch. He has his charms.
I mean, he's really interesting and very intelligent. Do you guys have any questions?
Do you do like requests? Like, do you like do pieces for people?
Commissions.
I don't do music. Oh, you mean
Sculptures or art.
sculptures or art? I do. I've moved on from music. I don't do it anymore. Like I said, after that many albums, I'm good.
Yeah, if you go to his website, there's a significant amount of music on there.
There's a lot of
art
music.
specifically. Yeah.
Okay, what all is there a request that you like?
Like, do you do like paintings and stuff? Like,
I used to do a lot more paintings and sculpture. Right now, it's more film and photography.
film? Okay.
But I just reach a point where, like I said, after that many albums, I sort of went, I'm good. I've said everything I have to say. And then I move on to photography and film, and then and then back here was paintings, and it was 10 years of painting. So I do requests, but it depends on all of what it is.
Yeah. It's really cool. What about you?
No questions.
No questions. Okay.
All right, so final, where does everybody find everybody on the internet? We got you guys.
Official JHarris, Twitter, official J.Harris, Instagram.
Instagram, Swalo GTE, Twitter, Swalo SLZ, and Facebook, Fredrick Kenner.
Cool.
Okay, music.
Music, Spotify, but it's basically all streaming platforms. Swalo.
But do you have a name, Swalo?
Yeah, Swalo. SWAYLOW.
If you want to find my music next week, come to my Instagram or Twitter. It'll be there.
Do you guys
20th.
have any, are you guys playing anywhere upcoming?
We doing a performance. Well, I'm doing a performance in D.C., not here. But we trying to throw a party before I leave. So
Cool.
come to my Instagram or Twitter to figure that out.
Okay. All right.
If you need a place, let me know.
All right, bet.
Joey, where can they find you?
Facebook, I'm Joey Henningsen. And then my public figure page is JoJo Henningsen. Instagram, it's JoJo Lane. Never once, always twice. JoJo Lane. It's my first and middle name. Also on Twitter, it's Joey Henningsen. Which is Joey. I'm not a joy. Joey, just like a boy.
And Punkstar Radio.
Tell
Punkstarradio.com.
them to go look at their
Punkstar
website.
Full Throttle. Check out their website. Check out our website. Yeah.
And then finally,
Us with Fridays with Kris, but we know it's Friday with.
currently Friday with.
But it's Friday. I think it's Friday with Kris on Instagram. I don't do Twitter because that's just way too much to keep up with. Because I'm old school.
See, what you do is, this is what I do, so I don't have to promote so many medium platforms, is you get
Connect
on Instagram and you can connect them.
Yeah, you can
and
link
then when
them
you
all.
post stuff, just let it feed out to
It
everything
just
else.
like vomits to everything else.
Exactly.
Hell yes.
Social media vomit, just all over the place.
Twitter is the Walmart of social media.
Yummy.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I just click on that and I'm
Yeah,
like,
the-
yep, share everything. I don't
Yeah, the
care.
culture is very similar too.
It's disgusting.
So with the Friday with, you can send me a message there. Fridays with Kris at gmail.com. You can email me there. Matter of fact, that's how they got in touch with me. Did you guys just watch my show on Dallas on Air?
So you knew what you were getting into.
Yeah.
Like she's a little bit
bit.
crazy, but
bit.
yeah, she got a lot of action over there. Thank you so much because we really enjoyed having you on the show. So if you want to come on the show, you just send me an email, or you can find me on Facebook, Kristen Ivanelli, and moving right on to Kurtz.
If you want to find me, just Google "fuck Trump."
He's
no,
not a Trump fan.
I never would have guessed.
Are there any?
I want to fist Mike Pence.
I think
in
they're
the
all
ass.
fake. I never met one.
So no, you just Google me, FRAUSUN, and you'll find me.
But you have a website too? Go ahead and do
I
a
do, but
plug.
it's more fun if they Google you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I like it when they Google me.
I like a sense of
Lou?
mystery. It's very eyes wide shut.
Kat's not here, but she has a Cat's Corner.
Where she sells crystal butt plugs.
And
and she's going to hate me for that.
Right up your chakra's ass.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. If you needed to get nailed right in the chakra, she's got the product for you.
Okay, Lou,
She's got necklaces
give a plug
and stuff.
into your
bands. Coilback, which actually we have been sneaking some of our new tracks over the broadcast here. So if you've been paying attention, that's actually the first time these have been played. We are at Coilback pretty much everywhere. Spotify, YouTube. Just type in Coilback. We're the only people named that. And past that, I do have Lou Morris Media that has come up now. So I'm actually covering a lot of local events with video photos and stuff. But I'm a hack, so I'm doing it for free for my friends right now. And then maybe I'll charge you later.
But actually, though, if you're doing it for your friends, I mean, if you were my friend, you know, they make some money. I know that musicians don't make a whole lot of money. Throw him some money. Tip him.
I don't. I'm a musician. I know how broke we are. That's why I do it for my friends, because it's
but
like
you struggle like everybody else does. Throw him some money, guys.
Or some pizza. I'll take pizza.
Pizza's good.
Pizza's good.
Everybody loves pizza.
So hungry.
So we're going out on
So there's an Italian place. We're going out on Gorgeous, but there is an Italian pizza place right around the corner, isn't there?
Yeah, I think I might hit that up in a second.
Yeah, let's go eat pizza, guys. Yeah, I'm hungry
all right,
too.
so this is JHarris, Gorgeous.
Yeah,
Hold on, no.
This is not Gorgeous by JHarris.
If we run out of time, I want to play my single coming out, Lessons.
Okay.
We'll play both of them.
Where is that? Because I don't. Oh, Lessons here. Okay, yeah, I got it.
But before you play that, let me do a shout out.
Because we started the show with it. That's all I'm saying. So
okay.
So
Yeah,
if you want me to play it again, I will.
No, we're doing something different. We'll go ahead and do the Gorgeous then, because we played it in the beginning.
Okay. Yeah, because they can hit it on the archive. They'll hear it. So the beginning, we did start the show with Lessons for everybody that did not get to hear it or did not listen. So go back in the archives, rewind, listen to Lessons. Because he'll probably take it down at some point, and this will be the only way you'll be able to hear it.
I'm gonna keep it up. But let me
Who
do
did you shout out? Who'd you want to
shout out Grind Team. Shout out to everybody who stayed loyal. Shout out my brother ATM Savage Will. ATM up next. And shout out to everybody who tell me that my music moves them in a certain way and help them get through life. I really appreciate that. More coming.
Okay, what about you? Shout out
to GT. Shout out Sam for calling in. Shout out Jason for calling in. Just shout out to everyone that interacted on our lives and our accounts and like showed support and shared it for us and everything. And more music to come.
Any shout outs for you, Joey?
To Kris at Kris Harding. Shout out to that dude for always inspiring me to continue to move forward. Shout out to Punkstar, Full Throttle, and Jason and everything that he does for us. Shout out to Dan and his constant loyal support that he's given us over the years.
And his pizza.
We love his pizza. Everybody
And
wants
I'm
his
going to
pizza.
try your pizza when I come down there.
I'm definitely going down to Houston.
Shout out to Kris, who continues to watch. Joey, Carl Brewmeister, you're a pain in my thigh, but I love you. Darlene, Doug, Steve, and Jeannie, and everybody else. And shout out to everybody who continuously, loyally watches the show. And you're next. And Darren, he just popped in. So Darren, shout out to you too.
He came
Thank
in late.
you.
Screw Darren.
Darren, if you want to be on the show, send me a message. I'd love to have you on the show.
Shout out to those who know who you are.
Yeah.
On the dark side.
That's right.
Lou, any shout outs for you? Shout out to Lou. I got to shout out to my.
Shout out to Miss myself. No. Jeff Mount at Session Works. He did a badass job producing us. I mean, one of the best producers locally by far. And my guys in the band, because they kicked ass rocking the tracks out. We put in a lot of hours yesterday, and they rocked it all out. We didn't have to do very many multiple takes, so stay on the lookout for that. But we're about to play Gorgeous by JHarris. It's featuring Suela.
And I wanted to take that out and give everybody a great big hug. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. You're welcome back anytime. Just let me know what Friday works for you. Spread the word. If any of your friends promote business, promote bands, it doesn't matter what kind, because all music moves us. It comes from somewhere, right? It comes from our gut, comes from our soul, comes from our heart, comes from our passion.
Our taint.
Everybody, I want everybody to have a great and safe Friday.
Please.
Be kind to everyone and pay it forward.
Except for the idiots. You don't have to be kind to the idiots.
Be gorgeous, because here we are, gorgeous.
Nice drop.
Jay. Yeah. Red wine card. Call your mama Marge. Dirty spot I poured. Did I smoke a 40? gorgeous. Blow loud like a snorkel. Baby with me gorgeous. And she say my swag gorgeous. They gorgeous. Beat up pussy on your nose. Missed calls, now she carry it like Georgia. Don't mean to diss her, but I'm tryna get a fortune. I'm a ball forever, I can never forfeit. Secure the bag, fast, not a target. My pockets on Rasputin, yours in orbit. Global money, USD the forest. Last year, I was on the block in Forest. Plug call me Stephen, cause I'm always scoring. With protection on me, call my Nina North. Glad I made it out, this shit feel euphoric. Tryna put the whole team in some Porsche. Louis V, no more Polo horse. I was born fly, I don't have to force it. Niggas hate, then repeat like the chorus. Play with me, it red dots like recording. Red wire cord. Call your mama Martin. Dirty Sprite, I poured it. Did I smoke a 40? Could've snuck gorgeous. Blow loud like a snorkel. Baby with me gorgeous. And she say my swag gorgeous.
You know they telling me that you worth the risk. They tell me everything you wear look more fit now. They tell me everything you in get intense now. They say you still out here asking about the kid now. You asked about the kid, pediatrician with the checkup. You asked about the kid, family out and got a cash up. You handle when I messed up. You always got the best stuff. What I had, what I didn't have, now I'm on the shit like Reverend. PMC, you know these are cities where they the keys still not in. I'm on numbers like the combination, no contemplating, now I'm locked in. I know how to fly is, I know when to fly it. They know I run flow like Derek Jeter on the diamond. What else?
Red wire gorgeous. Call your mama Martin. Dirty Sprite, I poured it. Did I smoke a 40? Could've snuck gorgeous. Blow loud like a snorkel. Baby with me gorgeous. And she say my swag